I don't care. Okay. All right, it's recording. It's recording to the cloud instead of my computer, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go back to that screen share, shall we? All right, it was this one. All right, so are we back with the screen that I had on before?
We're back.
Awesome. Yes. Yay. Okay, so welcome to Pure Romance officially, first of all. And welcome to our team as the Jackpot Jaguars.
Yay.
And yay, it's everybody in my first 4 downline. So there's 100 and something of us all over. So, you know, we're very happy to have you in our sisterhood. Now let's help you get started in learning how to make money. So, because that's one reason people get into this business. So there are many reasons, but that is one. So we'll start off with the basics. Why is this not working? Okay. There we go. Okay. So, did it go to the next slide?
Yes.
Thank you. I just want to make sure before I talk and it's not there. All right. So, get familiar with the COO. You guys all should have received your welcome email and your how to get in, how to log in. It's your user ID or your consultant ID plus the last 4 digits of your social security number, which you can change now that you're in there. I'll show you where to change that. So get familiar with the COO. Go in. I'm sure you've already gone on and explored and checked it all out. There is so much there. Don't let it be too overwhelming. But Party School is one of the first places you should start. Under the training tab, you'll find all the training that's available. So you have, you know, welcome, then Party School. Smart Ship is something we offer. There's actually a program that Pure Romance will ship I think it's every 2 or 3 months. I think they get to choose. And it's Coochie, Body Dew, Body Boost, and I think there's like one other product that they will ship automatically. So people sign up for auto ship and you get paid you know, your profits from that go into a credit. Whenever you sell anything on your website, you get a credit to use on file. I believe if you don't use the credits by the next month, they will send it in a check. So, but if you're doing a once a month party, even you should use the credits before they end up sending a check. So it just makes it nice and easy. And, you know, people going to the website, they're doing all the work. You get 40% for any orders that are $39.99 and over before tax and shipping, and you get 30% if it's under $40. So not too many people go on and order just $20 items. They usually get a few items, at least if they're like getting some, you know, some new lube or something. You know, they'll usually add something on. So most of the orders, I don't think I've had an order under $40 in at least the last couple of years. I haven't noticed one. So, but once people have your website, you can always let them know that they can go there to get refills. If they don't want to contact you, or if they're not local or they move, they can still purchase from you. So it's just another stream of money. So, but yeah, Smart Ship is a pretty cool thing. So they can get auto shipping on their favorite products, on their best-selling products. So then there's Pure Sale. Pure Sale is a whole class in and of itself. There's a whole section on Pure Sale that explains it all. It's what I use at my party. So you 3 have all been to my party. It's a little thing I use on the iPad. It helps keep my inventory so I know how much I have of things. It adds up each order for me, so I'm not sitting there with a calculator if I was doing a paper order form. It will email the receipts, as you guys should have seen the receipts when I sent them out. I mean, it does all that, so it really is cool. And then when you get home, when you sync it up with your Wi-Fi, it actually uploads everything, so it syncs it up with your COO. So in the COO now, when you go there, you can look up that party. You can see what everybody ordered. It's going to be in there already. You don't have to go to the COO and fill it out. Because usually after a party, you go home and you fill it out. So that way, you know, you have a client list in there, a database of your clients. And when you want to say, do a sale on Coochie, or you want to contact people to see if they want a refill of Coochie and want to do a special on it, you can actually go in under the My Contacts part of the site, which is under My Business, and you can look up who bought Coochie in the last 3 months, basically. You can look them up by product purchased and time frame. So you could actually find out who bought it 3 months or more, you know, that they probably be out. So that you might want to send that offer to them or give them a call. So it's really cool. So the fact that you enter it in Pure Sale means you don't have to come home and manually enter it all. You're entering it at the party as you're taking the orders. So it makes life a lot easier. It's one less step to do.
Hey, Judy, can I just ask one question on that?
Yeah.
Sale, where I was reading up on that last night and I couldn't find the app. It's just Pure Sale is the app, or do I have to look under a different name? Because I've been checking.
I think they'll give you a link to that or something.
There should be a link under like the training tab under Pure Sale. There should be a link, but I thought it was in the App Store. I thought that's where I got it from. Let me see if it shows up. Pure Sale.
Because I'm definitely going to do that. So much easier.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of time, so.
Yeah, Pure Sale is not showing up in here. There must be a link on the website. I'll have to look for it when I get off and I'll share it.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
And I'll find it.
Couldn't find it.
Well, I just went into my app store and I got all these Pure Romance.
But it's not Pure Sale. It just says Pure Sale.
Yeah, Pure Sale is the one you want for this. It might only be like through like go on your phone through the website through like your browser on your phone,
right?
And then click on it from there and it'll download it. I can't remember. That's one way I got one of the other apps before it was in the App Store, and I got this so long ago. I was actually in President's Club when I got this, and we beta tested it before they released it.
Okay.
So I had it like 6 or 8 months before it even came out to try out and test.
Yeah, I think I just found it. I typed in, I Googled Pure Sale, and it says Pure Sale by Pure Roma.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to install that. Okay.
Yeah, it should be like a little green. I don't have my iPad up here.
That's what it was.
Like a little green logo that says, PS on it. Okay. That's the right one then. The Pure Sale, like you can look up on there. It's a lot. Like I could show you like,
you know what?
I don't know how to screen share on that though. I'd have to be holding up my iPad.
Yeah, it's only available on the iPad. That's why I couldn't find it.
Okay, it's available on iPad, and now it is supposed to be available on Android.
I'm so glad I listened to my kid and got the iPad.
Yeah.
But it is available on Android too. I don't have an Android, but I'll ask my girls. We can ask in our group, and we'll get an answer as to where to download it for that.
I remember reading something, but that might have been on the PayPal thing I was reading, because you can get the thing for Android or iPhone and everything for that, for your PayPal, for your credit card.
Yeah, PayPal, I think you can download just about everything. But Pure, just this year, just like in the last few months, they made it available on, because originally the company we purchased it from has an app that any salesperson can use to track their inventory. We had them customize it for us. And so it would be, all of our inventory, like what we sell, we could download, it would all be in there. So it's all fill out our inventory. Because girls were actually using it and filling out all their inventory for like a couple of years. And I was going to buy it. And then I heard we were coming out with it. So I waited. And they provided it to us for free. It was like, I forget, it was like a monthly fee, and you had to pay for the app too to use the other one. So I was ready to do that just because I carry more inventory than most people do. I was tired of not knowing if I definitely had it at home or not. You know what I mean? So I could tell people, yes, it's at home. I can ship it when I get home, or no, I have to order it. So I really like having the inventory in front of me. And then I also know when I'm out of something, instead of, oh, I didn't see that case sitting there. Or something I don't need and have trouble moving, like that would make me nuts. So it made life so much easier for me. But, most of the girls who try it love it. So, but still, there's still a good amount of girls using receipts. So it's really a personal preference thing. I kind of miss receipts to some respect, but I do like the ease of this and not having to come home and enter everything when I come home from my party. That part's done. I don't need to worry about it. But it is available on Android, and I'll find out how to get that. All right, so there's Pure Sale, all about the party. They have a whole party planning guide that you can check out if you haven't. All different tips on making money, all the product information. So on every product we have, you will find information and videos on a lot of them. Sexual health education is on a tab under here. How to build your team, how to manage your business, customer care, developmental courses, and then just different, and then the new compensation plan that starts in January. So all that's available. So it's a lot. I mean, it's a very robust website they have for us, which is great. Because, you know, when I started 11 years ago, we barely had a website, you know. So this is nice. We didn't have online training. I drove to Maryland to my upline to get trained like once a month. So this is great. It just makes it so much easier for people to learn on their own schedule. And when you go under the PRTV, the last one over on the right up in the pink bar, that has all, you can go under videos. That has all videos. As product videos, you'll find live parties. You'll find all sorts of things under there. So that is just another one. All right, so you're saying I signed up, now what? So if you haven't already, you probably want to create a business email, something to keep it separate and something easy for people to remember if they want to email you. Gmail's free. That's when I started using Gmail, is when I got the email address for this business. And it works great. I don't recommend Yahoo anymore, and probably most people wouldn't go set up a Yahoo account at this point because of all the problems they've had. But I've seen people have problems with them for like the last 10 years. So it was the most stolen account, like where I would get, you know, fake emails from, you know, thinking it's your friend and somebody hacked their email. So that's been happening for almost a decade with Yahoo email. So I haven't recommended it to people in that long. But, you know, you find your new website on our COO. I actually have I have a screenshot of that next, so I can show you. It's under the My Business tab. You want to download the IRG. That's the Incentive Requirements Guide, and read it. It is like all the rules and regulations, basically, but also how you get paid, how you can earn more money, all of that. And that's all good until January 1st when things change. You know, read over the basics on it and then download the one that comes out next month for 2018 and read all that, because that'll be how to promote, how to make more money, because there's a lot of ways to make more money without building a team next year too. So it's really interesting. Definitely exciting stuff. Order your business cards. You'll find Print Sender under the marketing tab, and it's under marketing resources is where you'll find the Print Center. And that's technically our only approved vendor. So I have to say that's where you have to get your business cards, because they want to keep them all the same and professional, and they own the logo. Anything you want to put the logo on, you have to get corporate permission to use the logo on anything that isn't already. Everything through their website is pre-approved. Anything else you have to get approval for. Let's see. Tell everyone you know about your new business. I'm sure you've already told lots of people, but keep telling them. Think of everybody. Figure out your I story before your launch party. Your I story is, you know how in the beginning I tell you how I got started?
Yep.
And like why I do this? That's your
Yep.
I story. So what made you want to do this? What do you hope to get out of this? What are you looking
Because I'm
forward
a
to?
teacher and I can't afford to put gas in my car.
There you go. This is going to help me put gas in my car, pay down my debt, and you know what I mean,
And
pay
my
for my daughter's
Second
college.
income ditched out and took my savings and left me with all the same bills.
So now you got something that'll help you take care of that. Do you know what I mean? So you want to put a positive spin on why you did this, so that, you know, what the whole thing is, you want to get other people interested and going, oh, you know, like I never used to share, for God, the first, I don't know how many years it was. I never shared that I was a brain tumor survivor, because I didn't want like people going, oh, that's too bad. You know how some people get, it's like, it just, I didn't want the attention to be on me, number one. I didn't want to be the focus. And I didn't want pity, because I hate pity more than anything in the world. And it wasn't until the owner of the company said to me, why don't you share that? Why aren't you sharing that? And that it's compelling. And then she knows I have a lot of health problems. So she said, the people will see, like, if you can do it, then they can do it. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I started doing. And that's really when I started building a team faster, is because once they realized, and I used to say, like, look, if I can do this, believe me, you can do it, and you can run circles around me. Do you know what I mean? Like, because that's the truth. I can't do this full steam like some girls can with my health. I'm less than part-time sometimes with my amount of parties. But it's flexible, and it has worked for me for 11 years. So I'm thankful. But yeah, then once I started sharing that, I realized that, you know, it felt more natural because that's the story. You know? And it just, it came out better, I think. But that's what you want to figure out, some sort of like introduction, something that kind of shares with them why you're doing this. Because a lot of people be, gee, I wonder how she got into this. I wonder why she'd sell something like this. Because a lot of people do think that. You want to set up a way to accept credit cards. PayPal or Square are both great. They're about the same price to accept cards. And PayPal gives you a debit card that once you get the debit card, when you go to a party and you swipe the card, the money's in the account instantly. So you can put gas in the car on the way home with the card. And when you get home, if there's a good if there's a good sale from corporate that day, you can actually get the sale in that night. You don't have to wait for the money to clear. Square, it takes, I think, 1 to 2 business days for your money to be moved to your bank account. And I think they have something where you can pay an extra fee to get it in faster. But there's no debit card. There's no instant access. That's why I like it. I like the instant access because for me, I've given them the product. So it's okay. You know, I got their money now. It's fine because I'm getting paid for what I just gave them. So for me, I like to come home and place my order. If there's a good sale I want to take advantage of, and I don't have to wait, or I can place it the next day, because even with the other, I wouldn't have it in the next day. I wouldn't have it in the next morning.
So
I thought PayPal was the best. And with the debit card, you get 1% cash back. The beginning of the next month, like on the 6th of the month, they put a deposit in 1% of everything you spent last month. And if you hook it up to a bank account, you can have $0 in your PayPal account, and it'll just pull it out of your bank account, and you can earn 1% on what they're pulling out of your bank account. So my fees have gone from like, what was it? My fees were like 600 and something a year, or 700 and something one year, and I got back about 400 and something in cash back. So that significantly lowered my fees. And to my knowledge, Square does not have something that gets back your fees, that gives you a refund on your fee. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's
Because
why
they take like what is it, 2.7% or something?
Yeah, it's something. Pretty much all of them, unless you go to a bank and you set up a merchant account. You know, like back in the olden day, we had to do that, and we had to get like one of those things where you plug into the phone line at the person's house.
Yeah.
And then when people stopped having landlines, I was like screwed. And then finally this came along, so it made it so much easier. I'm sure
I set up the account, you're still going to pay with the merchant account, because we had those at the salon.
It was like a monthly fee on top of the fee time you charge something.
It was like it's up to I want to say something like around $67 a month. Plus you have to pay your.
It was not.
Plus you have to pay the fee to each individual credit card company. So if you
you're right. Because on this you can take American Express, you can take Discover. It's not a different fee. American Express was always more.
Exactly.
Right. It was expensive. A lot of places wouldn't take Amex because of that.
Exactly. I did. But I had nice credit limits on it.
I set up PayPal, and they sent me a link so I can order my swiper, whichever one I want. That's what it's called for me, a swiper. And but I wanted to wait to see what I was going to do that up. Look, I teach reading. Ask me how to read. I can help you with that. But, and I know how to do my technology for work, but I'm like, anyway, I'm getting better. But and that's
you'll pick it up. Really, you will. You definitely.
Well, that's what my son just like. Get an iPad. You already have a MacBook Pro. You will know how to use it instead of getting something different. So,
I did set up the PayPal. All right, so set up a way. Easy. All right, so set up a way to take credit cards, PayPal, Square. I know personally, I have both. I mean, I have both set up. I think we use Square for the dinner dance. And then, Start Party School. Start Party School, like I showed you, is under the training tab. All right, so you go to my business, and then under there you click on my information, and then this is where you change your address. Make sure my address isn't in there, because when I got your kits, it went in on my billing address, so sometimes it screws it up. So make sure your address is in there. If you get a new email, this is where you're going to want to put it in under your contact information. And here's where you can opt in or out of getting emails and updates, and like those sale emails they send every day. You can opt in. Why you would want to opt out of that, make sure it's clicked on opt in for that. And then your mobile phone. And then when you look under my website, You can upload your photo, so you have a photo on your website, makes it more personal. You can see how many visitors you've had. I always reset mine when I go to it. I go, ooh, that's a lot of visitors. Let me see how many I get now. So when I snap this, I just reset it. So then you also have, like, I do not wish to have a personal pure romance website. Why anybody would do that, I don't know. So then this will show you right here, if you can see my mouse moving. Right here, it'll show you, you know, what your address is, what your pure romance address is. And a lot of people, because they think that's too long to remember, a lot of people use that. But some people go to, like, GoDaddy, and for like $10 or whatever it is a year, will make up their own, so it's easier to remember. Like mine is pureromancewithjudy.com.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. How do you have a different one? Now I know.
Yeah, that's why I have it all printed on my business card. So I did that when we switched over, because we were Slumber Parties until they bought us out be 4 years in January, 4 years ago. So when I knew we could do that, I'm like, oh, that's even easier to remember. I can set up something like that. I wish I had made it shorter. I honestly wish I made it at this point like PR with Judy, like my email is. And I'm like, damn it, why didn't I do that? This is where you can change it. You can upload your photo down the bottom. When you scroll down on this page, you can put in any kind of specials you're having or anything. You can put like a little paragraph in there of specials, when you want it to start showing up on your website and when you want it to expire. This is where you can opt in or out. Like you'll see right here where it says on the bottom paragraph that they provide the public with a directory of active consultants. That means if somebody goes to the Pure Romance corporate site, they're looking for a consultant in their area. They type in their zip code. Do you want to show up in that list when they're searching? So people who aren't looking to do parties and are just doing this like to buy product at a discount, select no maybe. But most of us, we want parties, we want new clients, we select yes, because I've had total strangers place orders on my website. So, and I'm guessing they found my website like this, like from other states on the West Coast, like where I never, you know, handed out my business card. So you never know. You never know. So it, you know, you can select what goes on there. You don't have to have all your, you know, just be like your cell phone, your business cell phone number, and your website, and they can contact you through the website. So super, super, super easy. All right, so the marketing tab. This is where you're going to find where to order business cards. Under marketing resources is where you'll find the print center. But there's tons of different marketing ideas, how to market at events, how to get the word out. To make your logo, you select logo generator. You go in there and you can download what size and what color variation you want, like all black if you're going to have it printed on something. Or if you're going to put it on something that has a light background, like you can play around with it and you'll see what I mean. Super easy to use. You download it and you have it on your computer. So whenever you need your logo, you got it there. All right, Party School. Like I said, you definitely want to start Party School. You open up Party School, this pops up, and then you have to click, and then it'll bring you up to another login page. It's the same login that you use to log on to the COO. They're supposed to change it so you don't have to log in. I don't know. I have no idea why they did it this way. But this is broken down into modules. They actually had a company that does that for like large corporations. They spent over $800,000 having this put together and launched it like, was it like almost 2 years ago? And it has been like a night and day difference. I have girls that come into the business and they're so worried that they're not going to learn everything. And they do Party School, check out some of the stuff on the website and our Facebook groups. And they're like, oh, no, I feel confident now. I think I learned everything I need. And next thing you know, they're rocking their business. So it's like, oh, okay, that's good. Which is one reason
I started, but I'm still in the orientation part because I'm in the middle of putting in grades still.
No problem. You do it at your own pace. That's the thing. It's like, that's the beauty of it. You can sit down, get a glass of wine, and your PJs, get your notebook, sit down and do it. It could be 1 or 2 in the morning. They don't care. You know, so you're doing it on your own time. But it doesn't let you go to the next module until you finish the one before it. So, you know, it really kind of, you know, just progressively moves you along.
Paces you.
It really does teach you everything you need to know from the time you sign up for the kit. So it is very complete. It is just really a nice thing they did. And I think it was worth the money they spent. But it's like a company that's been doing the training modules for corporations for like decades. So they did a good job with it. So hold the Pop the Box party. If you started watching Party School, that's one of the first things they talk about, I think. So a Pop the Box party, even if you got your box already and you opened it, shove everything back in there and put a piece of tape on it. Invite a few close friends or female relatives over, get a bottle of wine or two to share with them, and open your new starter kit. When you have them there, they share in your excitement. So you show them everything comes in the kit. It's a great way to introduce your friends and family to the products. And many people who do this get orders as well as bookings. It's just fun to share your excitement. And it's covered more in detail in Party School. So plan your launch party. I always suggest that you pick a date within 2 weeks of ordering your kit, if at all possible, or, the sooner the better. But 2 weeks from now is good too. The sooner you start making your money back and, put money in your pocket, the more motivated you are. You'll find you are, and the better start you get off to, and the quicker start you get off to. If a lot of people pick 2 dates, so we always say consider doing 2 dates, because you could do one on a weeknight and one on a weekend. So those that can't make one can hopefully make the other. Invite every female friend every female you know. Tell each of them to bring at least one friend. I have a document, if you want, I can upload to the group that helps you think of 100 people to get your business started. Set up a Facebook event, do a text invite and a paper invite. Not everyone's online, so consider that. We have postcards in the business section, and I'll go over the business section and supplies, the business supply section of the ordering, of the website where you place your order. So I'll go over that a little bit more later. But the paper invites, they have postcards, and you can either print out labels to put on there, or you can fill them out. I print my own invitations with Avery postcards, and I print them front and back. It's just because I'm really anal, and I'm a perfectionist, and I like them being filled out perfectly. So this way I can type in my hostess's address, information. Those of you who have hosted parties for me before know what they look like. And then on the other side, I just print what used to be our postcard invitation side. Our postcard invitation used to look identical to that. So, and that way I can also put them in an envelope, because I like the privacy. When I mail a postcard, I still like to try to find envelopes, but they're kind of larger sized. It's actually about the same price for me to buy the envelopes from Amazon and the Avery postcards, and do it that way as it is to buy postcards from the business supply. So it's really your call. I have the file I can share with you. It's on a, it's Microsoft Publisher though, and I don't know how to convert it. So if you have Microsoft Publisher, it's ready to go for you. Just let me know. All right, start booking parties now.
Everything.
All right, start booking parties now. Go through your calendar. Pick the days you want to do parties. All right, because remember, you got in this so you can set your own calendar, be flexible, do this alongside of whatever else you're doing. So think of those 6 to 8 fun friends that would make great hostesses. Ask them to help you get started, and in return, they get a free shopping spree, and they get to have fun. Pick up the phone and call them. Do not fear the phone. It is your friend. We have great new consultant phone scripts. I will upload one. I know we have one uploaded already, but I'll upload it again so it's bumped up. That give you an idea what to say. I always say, read it over, get an idea, make it your own. Have your available party dates in front of you when you are calling people, or, you are talking to people about it. Have your dates memorized that you want to book, and get those first 6 to 8 dates filled. They don't all have to be in the next month. I mean, you could be booking in January now, because Valentine's season is when our busy season is. So where other companies slow down on January 1st, we get busy. And we get insane with 50 Shades coming out. So be ready for that.
People have asked about that already.
Already, yeah. We're going to have a special every year. They put out a movie. We put out a special collection.
Nice.
So, yeah, and it's usually quite popular. So when it comes out January 4th, I think. I forget. They announced the dates already. It's the first week in January, they have 2 releases. One of them is probably our normal new product release, and one of them is probably the special 50 Shades. But they do 3 new catalogs a year, so at least it's nice that we know that in advance. The catalog is getting smaller. There will be a smaller version of the catalog in January. They're trying to make it easier for us to carry them, easier, make them cheaper too for us. The catalogs come out in January. They do a new product launch. They do a new product launch in the spring when we have World Conference, and this year it'll be in April. It's usually like end of March, beginning of April. This year it's towards the end of April or mid-April because Easter's April 1st. And then a national training in August. They do a catalog. So it's only 3 catalogs a year. So the catalogs we have are good until then. And they're good even after that. You just have to kind of make a mental note of what you can't order anymore once it's discontinued and sold out.
Wait, when
Like
did
if you look in the sales section on the COO, on the Consultant Online Office, by the way, is what that stands for, you'll see things that are being discontinued on clearance. You also see specials on things that aren't on clearance and specials on things that are limited edition. So you can get good deals, but like I was saying, I know Sherry messaged me the other day about that, about buying stuff on sale. I said, watch it with toys because they're not in the catalog. Once they remove them, they're not going to be in the new catalogs. It's harder to sell if you don't have enough to like show and sell. But when they retire a scent, like they retired Pink Paradise?
Mm-hmm.
They retired that one, and that was a really popular scent. They retired that. So all the products in Pink Paradise are on sale right now. You can always sell another scent of something, especially Coochie, Body Dew, Kiss, Skinny Dip. Those sell all the time. And if you watch what I do, I let them smell the scents in the ordering room. I still have them smelling Radiant Orchid if they want to get a Body Dew because I still have it. I have it in Kiss and Body Dew still. I just am out of it in Coochie. So if they say they want Coochie, I take that out of the mix. But they smell what I have available. It's more than what's in the catalog.
Mm-hmm.
So I can still continue to sell them. And, you know, if you get them at a good deal, that's better for you.
Mm-hmm.
So keep an eye out for those things. And those things are good to get some of or to add to your stock. Because it'll give you a good price break when you're starting out. And they're things you can still easily move. So, but the toys and other things, because you can't easily move them, and if you're sitting on them for a while and then they don't work. Did you ever get that one working?
I didn't try.
Try and let me know, because I'll send you something else if you don't.
Judy,
Yeah, like I didn't order toys. I ordered like Coochie and things.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
I got a quick question for you. So,
Yes.
If you have a party and you're just starting out and you really can't afford to buy all of these things and keep them in stock,
Yeah.
what happens? So they order them and then they're shipped to them
Nope.
privately? No.
They're shipped to you because you're the consultant. It's a private order.
Okay. And then
So
you
you can
have to
either drop it off to them or drop it in the mail to them.
Okay.
Now, remember, they're paying $7 shipping on every order.
Okay.
So that helps you recoup that. But once you carry stock, you'll be keeping more of that to pay for the shipping because corporate shipping is not cheap.
It's
The price
expensive.
is going down January.
Thank God.
Yeah, it is significantly.
I
They
paid
worked out a new deal with
$39
UPS. Well, part of that is also to cover the warehouse costs. So because, you know, they give us the discount, and then when you build a team, they pay you on your team. And starting January 1st, no matter what level you're at, like it used to be, okay, say you're brand new and you sign somebody up. You get 2% of what they make. Okay, in the beginning. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up because our average sales per month, like my friend does Tastefully Simple, she's done that almost as long as I've done this, or about as long as I've done this. And she's blown away by how much my girls sell each month. She gets a high, for the longest time, she had a bigger team, and they sold far less than like my smaller team did. So even though she got a bigger percentage, my check was more. Do you know what I mean? Like she was like, I should switch over to what you do. I'm like, yeah, you should. And I'm sad she didn't because she's one of the top recruiters in Tastefully Simple nationally. So it's because I took her to dinner and taught her how to recruit. Can you go to dinner with me and teach me how to recruit? And then like, holy shit. Yeah, because their kits were a lot cheaper, but their minimums are higher. They don't make as much. It's like they still make less than what we're going to make with the new system next year to start. They make like 20 or 25% in the beginning. So, and it's a large, you don't sell as much food as you do sex, you know?
So you don't,
And yeah, everybody's got
I
to
keep
eat. but
saying
still.
it.
Yeah.
so you
it
don't
sells.
have to carry as much product as you do because you come.
No,
you
I
have
carry.
everything.
No. And part of that reason is because of my health. I don't like back orders. I'm forgetful. And I don't always get to the post office. Luckily, lately, I'm fortunate because my husband has the mail room under him at work. So I get everything all prepaid with my little PayPal label, and I send it with him to work, and he just has to hand it to the guy who handles the mail, and it gets picked up when the mailman comes. So I don't even have to leave. I got a little scale. I do all that from home now.
So where do you get all that stuff, like the scale and all that other?
Oh, I got that when I used to sell on eBay. God, decades ago. I still have this little cheap digital scale I got, like, oh my God, how long ago? I must have gotten it on eBay, and it was probably like $10.
So, a question. So next week, like where I'm going is in North Jersey. So if they order something, it'll be shipped to me, and then I'll ship it to them.
Yep. You'll get one big order with all their stuff in it, and then you'll ship it out to them.
Okay, that's fine.
So this is where you enter. When you book those parties, you go here and you go under My Business and click My Parties. If you have Pure Sale, you can also enter My Parties under, there's a place on Pure Sale to do that too. But if you just want to, if you're on the computer and you want to add it that way too, you can do it either way. When it syncs up, it'll add it to Pure Sale and vice versa. So you click on My Parties. So like these are all my upcoming parties. So, well, not anymore because I think somebody else is going to be doing this one.
Which one? Donna's?
No, right above. You guys are going to help me at that one, but the one right above that, December 2nd.
You see it?
We're going to change, Judy, we're changing the address to my house.
Yes. That just, that has, I had it at the hostesses, but I know that. All right, so you click on My Parties. And
then Donna Smith on there too.
See the little pink box that says Add a Party. You click that. Then it pops up this screen. So here is if you already have her in your contact information. Can you see the mouse when I move it over this or no?
No.
Ah, crap.
No, it's just sitting there. I see your mouse, but it's not moving.
Right.
Let me see. Is there something on here?
It's okay. We got you. We're smart.
Okay. So you see in the upper left-hand corner says hostess information, name. So if she's already in your database, like you already have her entered, she's a client, she's been to other parties, you have her information, you start typing her name and it'll, drop down will pop up with the names that are similar. And so you can enter her there. Or if she's somebody who since you're brand new, you're going to have to enter them all like this. Click on Add New Contact. And it'll bring up where to enter her address, her phone number, all that kind of stuff. And then here you go to what your party title is, like, okay, Dawn Super Fun, Ladies Night or Holiday Ladies Night or whatever you want to call it. And then the date you pick up, you click on that little drop-down calendar comes up. Then you pick the time, pick a theme. Hostess credit is always preset at 10% unless you change it. Because you can offer more if you want to do that as a booking bonus. And then you're buying discounts in there. And, and that's incorrect.
What is buying discount at 50%?
Like yours is 45% because you got the medium kit. Mine is 53%, so that's wrong. I'm gonna check that. So
you're screwing yourself there, Judy.
Hello. Yeah, so let's see. All right, so it'll have your buying discount and you can estimate the number of guests. Like I think it makes you put a number in. So I usually just put 10. And then, if it's same as the hostess's address, because you'll have the hostess's address is already entered in with her information. You click that, it fills it in for you. Any notes you put at the bottom, like in party notes, like I add, okay, they booked during a booking blitz, they got this bonus from me. Or if we played a booking game, I put in like what was the bonus they got. So I remember what to give them at their party. Then click Add Party. Boom, that's it. You're done. It's now in your list. All right, the hostess plan, we are only required to offer the free shopping spree, which is 10% of her party total, which is the retail total of the product sold before shipping and taxes added on. Every party plan is like that, so that is standard. And a small gift as long as it's a 200 minimum party. Anything else is optional. Now, I give so many bonuses and so much of a discount that I kind of did away with the little, minimum gift because I give 45, even when I was back down to 50%, I give 45%. That 5% is just to cover my butt in case, I have catalog costs, in case I go to a party and nobody orders anything. It happens. It's sad when it does, and it's not often, but it does happen. So that kind of covers me, you know what I mean? But I also do a lot of $100 guaranteed shopping sprees, or I'll do bonuses. And so I'm always putting out more than the average person. That is not what you want to do because you are new. You want to give away the farm. So like I said, the top paragraph, that's all you are required to give. Now, many of us suggest offer the hostess at least one item at a discount because we want our hostesses to be excited, to work for us and get their friends excited and to have a great party. So you can set bonuses based on her party total. When I first started, that's what I did. I did that for a lot of years in the beginning, and it worked great. Like, oh, if you have a $500 party, I'll give you any item at like 30% off or 25% off. And if you have a $700 party, I'll give you, like 35% off. Or like you decide based on what you make. And what you think is good. And you can make it one product. You can make it, okay, if you have a $750 party, I'll give you whatever you want at 30% off on top of your after your free shopping spree is used. You can't ever double dip or you'll be losing money. Free shopping spree is free. You can't take a discount off of that. People will try to get you to do that too. It doesn't work that way. You're not going to hand her money. All right. So she spends the free shopping spree and then you take the discount off of like what else she gets. All right. So, and we are supposed to charge tax. They say you're supposed to charge shipping, but I personally make that my hostess benefit too. I don't feel right personally charging my hostesses shipping. That's just me. I've gotten yelled at it by other consultants. When other people hear that, and I'm like, no, I don't care. I am not asking a hostess to pay me $7 for shipping. I'm sorry, I'm not. I don't even make her pay tax sometimes. If she had a $100 credit and she spent $103, she's not paying the $3. I'll be like, forget it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'll let her use that free on the tax and shipping. Other people are so anal. It's totally up to you, though. It's not wrong to be that way. I'm just not like that. Do what you have to do that makes sense for you financially. But you can set bonuses. I think bonuses based on the party total are a good idea in the beginning because it's like if they really worked their butt off and they really got a good crowd there and they got people excited, people are going to spend more when they're excited and they, are all riled up to come. And if they bring friends and they do everything that way, then it's worth it. So like if she's working, you want to kind of give her a bonus, if she worked hard. And then you have other hostesses that don't do crap, to be quite honest, and just want the free stuff. It's like, well, did you do this and did you do that? And they're like, no, and it's like, oh my God, you want to smack them. So, that's a good way in the beginning to do it, to consider. And you can make it anything you want. It could be one item at a discount. It could be two items at a discount. It can be have a $700 party, get 3 items at a discount, but 500 you only get 1. Whatever you want and whatever discount you're comfortable with. Like I said, don't give away the farm. But basing extra bonuses on the party total is a good way to ensure your hostess is working for it. You can offer additional or double bonus for booking parties with close dates, like within 2 weeks or less.
See how handsome you are.
Because if we get our hostesses excited and coach them right, they will do much of the work to get their friends there and excited, which makes our job easy. And we don't want to look to make a ton of money from our hostesses. After 11 years, I don't make anything from mine. They cleaned their house. They invited their friends over. They introduced me to their friends. They welcomed me into their home. I'm not looking to make money off of them. I'm looking to get as much sales as I can to give them the best free shopping spree I can give them to thank them. That's my attitude. But always think of where you are with your business and what makes sense. Never give away more than you can afford. Think about your earning level. Think what makes sense. All right. So always take that into consideration. All right. Hostess packet. Keep it simple. In the beginning, you don't have to be all super fancy. I know I said mine in a box with tissue paper and sticker. Don't do that in the beginning. It's insane. Okay. Because I'm nuts. But you can use use a manila envelope. In the beginning, I got some big envelopes. I think I got white because I thought manila was ugly. And I would put everything in the envelope and send it. You want to give them a hostess letter, and I can put that up, the one I use, outlining her benefits as a host, the fact that they no men, no kids, make sure they're off the property during the demo. They can come back while you're in the ordering room once the demo is cleaned up. By law, they can come back then because you're in a private ordering room as long as it is a private ordering room. And they can take the kids upstairs. But but they can't be there during the demo because it's like you wouldn't. And when people fight, people will fight you on this. So you wouldn't take your kid to an adult toy store, would you? I bring the toy store to you. I bring the adult store to you. And by law, DIFUS would be in here so fast your head would spin if anybody reported us. The hostess who would be in trouble, whoever lived in the house would be in trouble. The mother of the parent, if it's not the hostess, would be in trouble. And you'd be in trouble. And you'd all have records as pedophiles. So
Why do you want to take your kid to a dildo?
people
Like-
want to bring babies in, and even a baby, by law, is not permitted there. So like somebody there didn't like me. I know that would never happen, but let's just play along.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just like, why? I don't know why.
I'm
Like,
kidding. But just say somebody didn't like me, and then they call the cops and say, oh, there was a baby at her party when she was showing dildos and vibrators. And okay, they'd be like freaking knocking on my damn door, like so fast. Like your head would spin, and then they would find the mother of the child and go get her. And, like they could possibly take it that far. So why even mess with that? And once you kind of start explaining that, they're like, oh, no, never mind. I'll have her leave. Because I've gotten to parties where people like have a baby that they're nursing. And I'm like, not my problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You should have pumped and gotten a sitter. It's like, I'm sorry. I can't help it. If they refuse to leave, you can still do the rest of the demo, but you can't show the toys. That's the difference.
Right.
All right, so you want a hostess letter outlining, making sure that's in the hostess letter somewhere. And also that you need a separate area to do the ordering in. It talks about getting outside orders and what you expect from her pretty much. So you want to give at least 2 catalogs, one to keep and one to pass to friends. A couple of half-sheet order forms. I haven't even bothered with them lately because most people will contact me or go to the website to order. Although I haven't had a lot of outside orders lately, so maybe I should start putting the forms back in. I use 2 half-sheet order forms. They're like $3 a pack or $3.50 a pack. They're in the business supplies. And they're blank. I think that's less confusing. The ones you got with your kid are all printed, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think that if you sent that to a hostess, they'd be like, holy crap. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff on there. So I just feel like these are small, easier to tuck in than those order forms and just simpler. And when I send them, I'll write like $7 in the blank shipping spot if it's blank, because some of them I think are pre-printed $7. And then the tax, I'll write next to it the sales tax. Like if it's in Pennsylvania, I'll put 6% next to it. And so they know what to do when they add it up. And then 6.875% for New Jersey. God, that makes me nuts. And then you want to put a couple of business cards, like 2 or 3, so she can share them with her friends. A new consultant brochure, which you get in your hostess, which you get in your starter kit. And I use something called a pre-party survey. I started doing it last year. It's optional.
I like it.
I added in with a self-addressed stamped envelope to send it back to me. Do you know what that tells me? It tells me what you expect from your party.
Yeah.
And, once in a while, I get that one back that says, I'm thinking about doing this, and I want to see how my friends react.
Just send it to
So then if you have a lead that wants to join your team and you don't know ahead of time. Because I've actually had people circle that. And I go, oh, I didn't know she was interested in the business. She never told me anything. You know what I mean? And it also says, like, the toys you explore, what do you want to see most, and that kind of thing. So it really gives an idea of how to stylize their party.
Now, I have a question with that. Being new and having the kit that we just got, like your survey, like when I filled it out, it's like what you want to see. Well, for a new person, we don't have everything. So is there something?
You don't.
Okay.
No. So you can either hold off on that or you can take that question out. Or what are you most excited? You can change it to like, what are you most excited about for your party?
Okay.
Like my friend's having fun. You could figure out another way to ask it where it's not like go through the catalog and pick out what you want. They can still order anything they want in their shopping spree. Just because you don't have it, they can still buy it.
Right. Yeah.
But, yeah. As far as what you can show, right, you're limited. But at least you got the second kit, so that is bigger than the basic one. So
yeah. Yeah.
It actually has the same exact things. The difference is the one bigger than that had 2 of those things.
Right. I saw
that was the only difference. So you're not getting any more variety in this one.
Right. Right.
Like in that one, I mean. So that's optional, but I have an example on one of the pages for those that haven't seen it. Invitations, if she's mailing or handing some out, which I always suggest she at least take some, put them in her purse, and hand them out if she doesn't want to do snail mail at all. and I send them like ready to hand out. When I used to do postcards, I used to sit there and write them all out or print out labels and slap them on. So the hostess had less work to do. So to make sure she did it. This is my hostess letter. This is like the logo you can download with your name on it down here, down at the bottom. I know I keep taking my mouse and circling it, and I'm like forgetting that you can't see it. But yeah, down at the bottom, that's exactly what you can download. You can download one that has a black heart. You can download one that's like all black. You can download one, I think, that's reversed color. It's like lots of neat options. So it'll have your name on it. So you just, when I put this up, you can just click out mine and pop in yours. But this is mine. This is where I tell them they also get a percentage off. They get a bonus if they get 3 parties booked at their party. But anything, like you would edit this down to have just what you want.
Okay.
To give. So your hostess plan would be at the bottom. This is my pre-party survey. It asks what's your primary goals. And they circle whichever one this is, the primary goal for this event. Have a fun night, get wild with my friends, helping out the previous hostess, want a huge shopping spree. So that you want to make sure they invite a lot of people. So you're reading this to figure out what else to say to them. I'm considering the business and want to see how my friends react. Like I said, that's always a nice surprise when I didn't know that and I see that on there. Or other, and then they fill it out. What products do you have on your wish list? So what products would your partner like to see you choose? Do you have any special requests? You can take out that specific product so that if they have a special request, or you can take out that whole question if you want. And this is, you can edit this when I share it. I'll put it up in our group. Are you traveling now between now and your party date? Because a lot of people have had that problem. I thought that was a really good question. I got this from Heather Pillow, who's been in as long as I have. She's one of the top people in the company. And she started using this, and I said, that's brilliant. Because a lot of people have had like, oh my God, like a panic attack because they haven't been able to reach their hostess. And then they find out, like it's leading up to like the weekend of their party and they can't reach the hostess and they're panicking, thinking the party's canceled. Then they find out, no, the hostess was getting back from vacation the night before her party. And it's like they're ready to fill in that date with somebody else if they can. It's like, oh my God. So I thought that's a really good thing to know. Mm-hmm. That's brilliant. So just return this to me in the self-addressed stamped envelope. You don't even have to put a self-addressed. You can have them stamp the envelope. I just do that because this way there's no excuse for them not to mail it back.
Right. They'll do it faster too.
And they will. I got it back. I got your daughter's back like that. Holy crap. I mailed it back already.
Apple doesn't fall from the tree.
I swear to God, Judy, I do not remember this survey. Did I get one?
I might not have done it. I started doing it earlier this year, so I have to look back and see.
All right, we're good. And please don't send me another one. You know what I want.
Yeah, well, tell the one sitting next to you.
Don't send me one.
Don't send you one?
I'm having it here. God
knows. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's having it here.
All right. Hostess coaching. Very important to keep your hostess motivated and excited. Remind her what she's working towards. That's why it's good to find out her wish list and how much stuff she wants. Presents the opportunity well also because your hostess is always your number one recruit lead. She loves the products. She likes having parties. So, what does that add up to?
Fun.
All right. Yeah, that adds up to
money.
How many hostesses have I signed in the last 11 years? A lot.
Yeah. All of them for mine.
Yep. Many ways to do this. Snail mail, Facebook Messenger, and texting. All different ways to keep in touch with your hostess. You guys know I like Facebook Messenger. But if you told me I don't use Facebook Messenger, I probably would have been texting you more often. Mm-hmm. So it is a good idea to ask which way they want to be communicated with. I know I've been slacking on that myself lately. But it's a good idea. So you know which way does she like to be contacted. Most people at this point don't like to be called. I used to call every week and kind of do hostess coaching, but people are so busy and people never answer the phone when you call anymore.
I know. That
I just started switching to everything, like Facebook and texting, and if they don't have Facebook, I'll do email. But set up your hostess's private Facebook event, just like I set up for your parties, and add her a host. Under the edit button, after you have it all set up and complete, you can see the edit button. You click on that, and then when it reopens it, you scroll down to the bottom, and it'll say co-host, and that's where you can add your the other hostess, or the hostess's name. So it'll list you as a host, so you'll be able to edit it if you need to. You'll be able to always see what's going on in there and be able to post in there. And then once she RSVPs yes, she'll be added as a hostess. And then she can add her friends. So, yeah, be sure to post in the event, like post our link to our catalog. You can just go back to one of your events, copy the link, and then put it in, like click on it to get the link again and just copy and paste it in, because it's always the same link. When we get a new catalog, they switch, so far anyway, we get a new catalog, they switch it over to that link.
Mm-hmm.
So that link that I put up for the catalog, just to view the catalog online, stays the same even when the catalog changes. It changes it. All right, so set up your hostess's event. Make it private unless she specifically asks otherwise, because a lot of people, especially teachers and things, don't like to RSVP in a public event so that their students or the people they work with or that their principal can see what they're doing in their private time. Set up your hostess's private. Why do I keep reading the same damn thing? Download the free app Red Stamp. It's just an app store. I believe they have it for Android, Apple, whatever. And you can create text invitations for anything. So you can make text invites for this, for your host to send, for the hostesses to send to people not on Facebook. And it's a good alternative if your hostess isn't on Facebook. And then once you create one, it can be your template. You can just swap out the information and it'll be quicker the next time. I have been really bad about that lately. I know none of my hostesses recently got a text invite. Like it would completely slip my mind until like the day before the party. Oh crap, I never did a text invite. So I apologize. But that is just another way to invite people. So they always say you should have multiple ways to invite people because everybody's different.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up. So this is one that's super easy. It's free. It's a free app. It's just super easy to have, and it's a good alternative. Remind your hostess not to prejudge when she's selecting her guests. Invite everybody. Remind her it's the quiet ones who always end up spending the most. True. So check in with your host a day or two before the party to see that everything's good. Let her know when you'll be arriving. If there's anything you haven't, let her know, make sure you got the private room, and see what the head count's looking like. So you're, prepared for how many catalogs and that kind of stuff. This is my invite. Like you guys have seen it because you've been on Facebook, but for anybody watching this on the recording, this is what I put up. This is, I should just create, we used to have a group for new consultants, but it's so old and there's tons of people in there that aren't even in the business anymore. I just started a new group for new consultants just to put all this kind of stuff. The stuff you guys need, like the cover photos for events, because I got cute ones for Christmas, the naughty and nice one, and I got all different ones for different holidays. And just to make it easy access for you guys. I'll look at doing that. I won't have time until tomorrow.
Okay.
I did not sleep much last night. Out doing this. All right, so then this is the wording I use. I've used this wording for probably 2 years now. I'll change up little things here and there. Like now I've added in, it's the holidays, you can holiday shop, and I have the suggested gift list of what to buy grandma, what to buy Susie, the cousin, what to buy your mom, your sister, your grandma, your brother, so that they can shop from us. So, I have that in there too now about holiday shopping and getting their gift shopping done. This one was from June. So, and this was a good one. It had 25 people coming. It was a good party. This is, I just cut and paste, and then seasonally I update. Like if there's a new catalog, if there's something new, I'll go in and kind of update it, try to snazz it up a little bit. But it has all the information they need. They need to be 18 or over, no minors, no men or children, including newborns. Make sure that's in there. I do bring an ordering friend, get a free gift. You don't have to do bring 3, get a free toy. If you want to do that in the future, look for really cheap toys on clearance when they're on sale. That's the best time to get a couple, put them aside. Because sometimes people bring 3 friends, but they don't all order. But you always want them to say bring an ordering friend, not just for you, but you don't want them bringing friends that are going to eat all the hostess's food and drink their drink and then not buy anything. That's just rude. Especially when it's not the hostess's friend that got brought along. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that'll piss off the hostess usually. It happens all the time still, but I try to, suggest bring an ordering friend, bring a shopping friend, one that will shop, because if they shop, then you get a free toy, and you get a free gift. Free gift could be like a 1 ounce coochie. It could be a couple of foil packs in a nice little like fancy bag, or even dollar store bags. You know, they're the seasonal goodie bags. They're like the perfect size to put a little coupon in and a sample in your business cards.
Clear candy bags, the half size ones, they're clear. You can put pretty glittery shit in with it.
Oh yeah, but even
Oh,
the seasonal
sorry.
ones, you get a bag of like 20 something of them for like $1 at the dollar store.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Valentine's Day. We buy up all the heart ones because we can use them year round. All right, prepare for your demo. Start planning your demo with the items that are included in your starter kit. You can upgrade to the higher end toys as you progress and build your business. Do party school, but also look to watch some live parties. Like I said, you can find them in there, and I'll have some resources at the end where you can find more. You can shadow other consultants to take notes at their parties or be a helper. Like you see, I always have a helper with me. Sometimes I bring girls that are new or newer so they can learn the business and get more, you know, like get it more down. And then they're also earning free product to build their stock at the same time. Because I pay by the hour in product. I pay more than most people do, because most people pay $10 or $15 an hour, and most people in product, or they will just give a flat $50 for helping. But I can't lift more than 3 pounds. I'm not supposed to, which is why you see my girls carrying everything in and everything out. So I pay $20 an hour in free product. Even when we end up with like, you know, 4.5 hours or 4 hours, I usually say just take 100. Because I appreciate the help. I couldn't get everything in there without it. So without the help. So yeah, and you can find live party and demo videos online on the COO, and I'll list the other resources at the end. I'll show you. Educate yourself on the products you're going to show. Remember, you sell what you show. So whatever you're putting in your demo, that is most likely what you will sell. That's why once you go through that stuff and you want to build up to a more expensive demo, you will sell it when you start showing it and getting comfortable with showing it. Do you know what I mean? So if they don't see it, they're not going to buy it as easily, especially if it is pricey. They want to touch, see it, see what it looks like, see what it sounds like, how loud it is. So make note cards. Don't be embarrassed. I still use an outline 11 years later because I have a hole in my head. And I am extremely forgetful. And if somebody, you know, there are always going to be people who throw you off. And if I didn't have that outline, I would stand there for 10 minutes going, oh my God, what was I going to do next? So that really is like a lifesaver for me. It's like my security blanket. Have your booking game ready to go. I'm going to talk about that in the next slide. Have your booking game ready to go along with your calendar. Plan on what to wear. Dress for success. Never wear jeans, yoga pants, or anything sloppy. Be professional. Don't be nervous. Remember to have fun with it. If you mess up, nobody else is going to know except for you. Remember to smile and be fun. The number one reason people book a party is because they had fun. So always play a booking game. There are many to choose from on the COO and in our Facebook groups. I'm going to name 2 for you. The envelope game is you take, like, say, 10 envelopes. Get colorful envelopes to be more festive if you want. But you can get envelopes at the dollar store. You can probably get colored ones there. Put bonus items on a piece of paper and put them in there and seal them up. So it can be bonus items, like you could write down a product, or you could write down a dollar amount, and that will be their bonus for booking a party. In the beginning, I would only pick amounts like $20, $25, $30, something like that, so it's not crazy, or even $15, whatever you're comfortable with. That's their bonus if they have a party. Now, if you do a higher amount, I would say you get this as long as your party first holds on its original date. We always say that. And as long as you have at least a $500 minimum party. Something to, like, cover your butt. Do you know what I mean? So you're not giving away stuff and then they don't work and you got nobody there. Or they have crappy friends and nobody shows up. That happens too sometimes. So you put them in the envelope and you hold them up, and, like, you could call it deal or no deal. You could call it, there's videos all over the websites to see somebody demonstrating this. But basically you're saying if they book a party, they have to pick an envelope, and in these envelopes are bonuses that you get on top of your free shopping spree, on top of, like, your item at a discount, whatever you're going to do. And, like, who wants to play? And a lot of us also offer the hostess a bonus for getting 3 parties booked. They don't get the bonus until after the parties are held. So the chances that those 3 parties are all going to hold. It happens, but it doesn't happen often, sadly. But seriously, I have a lot of people that will have 3 parties booked. 2 of them will hold. Last one doesn't. So then the hostess sadly doesn't get the free gift. But this is a way to get your hostess working for you. Because if your hostess stays on top of those 3 parties and you have 3 good parties, you don't mind giving that hostess an extra free gift. And you had her working for you to make sure they went off. So that is something to consider too. And you decide what it should be, what is worthwhile. What's it worth to you to have 3 parties and not have to pay somebody for them until they're done? That's totally up to you. All right. Excuse me. God, my throat's getting scratchy. Dice game. You can put bonus amounts in, or the bonus items, just like before. You take a little piece of paper, put them in like mini purses. You can look at the dollar store. Seasonal, like those little boxes they have for the different seasons. Stockings, it's Christmas time. They could be like miniature, Santa stockings. Put the bonus amount in there, fold it on a piece of paper, stick it in, and make sure you have, 10 of them, 12 of them, and number them 2 through 12. Have a set of dice, and have them roll the dice to see which number they get. And then they pick that number. You could actually do 1 die and do 1 through 6. That would be probably easier. So you have 6 of them there, put a number on each one, 1 through 6, and whatever one they roll, that's the one they get. And then they can open it up, and that's their bonus for booking a party that night. The bonus they get at their party. All right, that's just 2 of the games. You get the big foam dice, and they can roll them across the floor. That's always fun, especially when they're drunk.
What about those dice that I bought from you? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, different kind of dice. They don't have numbers on them. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. These are just the 2 of the many, many games to choose from. There's a lot of booking games, so they're always coming up with new ones. Just go into any of the groups and type in the search bar, booking games. You'll find a bunch. And then set a timer so you don't get lost watching videos and reading things. All right. They only get the bonus if they keep their original date, too. That's something I'm not as strict on anymore, but man, when I started out, I was strict on it because I had to be. I needed those parties to hold. Yeah. All right, controlling your calendar. You choose the date you work your business. When booking parties in person, never show them your actual calendar. All right, have a calendar, or like I go to pdfcalendar.com and print out like the monthly ones, and that's what I put in my little clipboard to pick dates to book a party. Because then I can just highlight the dates I want to book. Those are the dates I'm available. In the beginning, you could fill in empty dates with fake parties so you look busy. So they always say fake it till you make it. Because the busier you seem, the more they want a damn party with you, okay? Ooh, she gets busy fast. I better get that date. They're less likely to procrastinate if you look like, oh, crap, she's really busy. Honestly, it sounds stupid, and I thought that's stupid. It works.
That's a good idea.
We all got
right.
in.
So, or you could use a printed calendar or an open date card. I'm going to show you that in another page. Open date card. It's just printed on one piece of paper. You fold it in half. On one side, you put the first handful of dates you have. So say you have dates open in a week and a half. So all the ones available for a week from that day, you put on the first side. Then, like I said, you fold it in half, you flip it over, and on the other side, you put all the ones you have the next available week. The dates, any dates you want to fill. So put if you only have 2 dates in a week that you want to fill, then put them down and then flip it over and put the next 2 dates. But put the further ones on the back side, further away ones, and the closer up ones on the front side. And if they're within 2 weeks, consider offering a bonus if they book on the spot and take one of those dates. So what I would do is I used to do get double the booking bonus. Whatever the bonus was, I would double it as long as they had a, $500 or $600 minimum party. And if they say, oh, I can't do any of these dates, then I would flip it over and let them see the ones further away, and I don't give an extra bonus, just whatever they got in the booking game. Mm-hmm. So that's one way to completely control the calendar, so they're only looking at the dates you brought with you. So, you could put your first 5 or 6 dates on the first side and your next 5 or 6 dates, even if it's over a couple of months on the other side. Just don't give a bonus for the further out ones. It just doesn't make sense. But this is the way, if you only show them the closest dates, lots of times they'll fill in their name and they'll, book that right there, so it's easier to fill. Overcoming objections when booking parties. These are the typical or more common objections we hear. When they request, you get a weekend request, but you don't have any available, or you just don't do weekends. Say, I know you love a weekend day, but to tell you the truth, during the summer, especially in the summer, never do weekends in the summer unless you absolutely know you have a good crowd. You're going to have the best parties on a weekday. And if it's winter time, say, no, you like a weekend day, to tell you the truth, I have my best parties on weekdays. Honestly, I have had my best parties on weekdays. A lot of my best parties have been on weekdays, and some of them have been booked a week away. So go figure. Because everybody's still excited a week later, right? So you can book parties that close and have a good party. What about weekday requests when you only do weekend? I'd like a weekday party. Tell you the truth, sports season's gearing up. It's easiest to have a party on the weekend. So you just twist whatever you need it to be. But to be honest, in the summer, weeknight parties do better than weekend parties. The rest of the year, it's like it depends on your hostess. But do what you want to do because it's your business. If you got in this to work weeknights, then work weeknights. If you got in this to work weekends, then work weekends. It's totally your call.
Sunday afternoons are always best in the winter because the football season, and women don't watch football. Most women, I do, but that's beside the point.
I do too. I don't like to do parties on Sunday afternoons. I like to watch football. All right.
I don't even watch TV.
A really common one. So how about getting a friend to co-host with you?
Oh, yeah.
And then you both invite your friends, and they don't work in the same place. You both invite your coworkers. And then my place is too small is another really common one. How about you co-host with a friend that lives in a larger place? That way you still get a ton of free goodies, and you have plenty of room for everyone. And besides, the guests don't care. They're having such a good time. They don't care if they're sitting on the floor. I did a party in a dorm room with 30 girls. They were 4 rows deep on a sofa because that's all the place there was to sit. Down in University of Delaware, like years ago. And you could hear a pin drop in that room. It was great. They were so quiet. I can't hear her. Like they were learning something from the old lady. It was great.
I'm gonna
all right, so I don't have the money to buy food to have a party. Your friends are coming for laughs, not the food. They're coming to see you, I always tell them. We can start after the dinner hour, and all you need is some chocolate, and they'd be happy. Or I always tell everybody to bring something. Bring something to share. I have a lot of hostesses that'll do bring your favorite bottle. Like, bring a bottle, bring your favorite alcohol. Keep it simple. Don't stress. Make sure they have a great time. I'll make sure they have a great time. I can't find a good date. You will never find a good date for everyone to make it. Just make sure they realize you can't please everybody.
Yeah.
So just tell them to make the date that is best for them, and that's what will have to work. I don't have my calendar. Well, they can narrow it down to a month, and they can usually narrow it down to a day of the week that's usually good for them. So this way you could pencil them in for a day, and then if you say, okay, I'll give you the hostess, like you give them some things, you give them catalogs, you can have stuff prepared there. You can have that hostess letter printed up. I used to be that organized, and just write their name and date in and hand it to them there, and all you have to send them is the invitations, or you give them the postcards, they can fill it out themselves. You really could hand the whole hostess packet and just send them like a letter in the mail with the questionnaire if you wanted to do that.
That's what that Dana said to do. She said to have a hostess.
A lot of people, not everybody. I know most people start out doing that. They don't continue to do that. That's like the intent. But it doesn't. I like to personalize my invitations, so I'm still always mailing them. Maybe one day I'll let go of that. I'm such a control freak. Maybe one day I'll let go of that. But right now, people like that, so I don't want to change it. It is an extra step for me that I honestly would like to be without, so maybe I will think about it.
No, it's nice, though. It does, I think, make
it's personal. Doesn't look like somebody took an extra step for you. That's what I think. All right. So, my husband isn't thrilled about taking the kids out. Well, they're his kids too, aren't they? That's generally what I say.
Well, it depends.
They don't always think that.
Well, this says to say, tell him it's the perfect opportunity to have some time with his kids. And when he comes home.
Or tell him you're going to kill him with a shovel and bury him in the backyard. The son of a bitch will do it.
Well, you tell him you'll have some fun things for him when he gets home, wink, wink, because, he left. Most men do not complain about women having this kind of party. Every other, they won't want to leave for a Tupperware party, but for this,
most of us.
They're excited. Most men are on board. So if my kids go to bed by 8 p.m., that's great. We can start the party at 6. They can go out to dinner. I'll be done with my presentation no later than 7:30, and everything will be packed away, and we can be in the ordering room.
There we
So
go.
they can bring the kids in, shoot them right upstairs or right to bed, and you're doing the ordering room. Everything's good.
Unless it's a dawn party, and then that shit don't end for 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So, and then somebody says, I'll have to get back to you. Just so you know, this is where it's good to write in the fake dates. My calendar fills up so quickly, I'd hate for you to lose it, lose out on getting a date, especially once you're getting into Valentine's season. Because, after you're in this for at least a year, your calendar will fill up that quickly. It's like insane at Valentine's season. And with
I
50
hope
days,
so.
it's even worse.
I have lots of college tuition to pay.
That's good. I'll help you with that. So I would say, how about we tentatively mark a date and just let me know. I'll call you in 48 hours to confirm it. You could just set, so at least because lots of times when they give you that date, they go home and tell their friends or mention it, and they don't end up changing it. I'd say more than half the time that's what happens. All right, consider playing a sponsoring game from day one. My sponsoring game is Ask Me Anything, and you get a little, ticket into like a little raffle ticket. But we have when you're brand new, a lot of people are afraid to play that because you don't know all the answers. You don't know all the benefits of being a consultant yet. You haven't memorized all the stuff in the IRG. So we have something called the sponsoring game that is a list of 8 questions. You print them out, you cut them out in strips, you fold them and put them in envelopes, 8 envelopes numbered 1 through 8. You have a list of answers numbered 1 through 8. You pass them out and you make a game of it. You can say, my sponsor's making me do this. You can say, these are the most frequently asked questions. We also call it the FAQ game, the most frequently asked questions about our business, because that's true. And you hand them out. You could do a little drawing for the people that read, or you could give them an extra ticket if you're already doing a drawing for each reading a question. So you just say, who's got question number 1? Have them read it, and I'll tell you, I think I have it right here. Yeah. How much does it cost to get started? And you can say, oh, that's a good question. Would you believe you can start your own pure romance business for as little as, what's the kit now, $199 plus tax and shipping? You know what I mean? Like and you get X amount of dollars worth in your kit. So, so that's pretty much the gist of the questions. So they're very simple questions, and they're really the questions you want them to ask. And you always say, when you get to ask me anything, it's ask me questions about my business, not my personal business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Don't ask me what my favorite toy is. You can ask me what my best-selling toy is. You can ask me, you know what I mean? But don't ask personal. All right. So you do that, and like I said, you can give them something. But once you get comfortable and you know the consultant stuff and you know the plan and the benefits, it's just, don't wait until you've been in a while, because honestly, in the beginning, your excitement does show through because it's new and you're excited. It shows through. And lots of people sign someone and they're shocked that they signed someone at their very first or second, or like their first few parties. All right. So it's a great way to because lots of times people won't ask the questions, but they're hearing the answers. They'll be the ones that come in the ordering room and ask you, could I have some information? I'm thinking of doing this. But they were too shy to open their mouths out there. Maybe they didn't want their friends to know they were thinking about it, so lots of times that's what happens. Always know what the current kit special is, though. Now, with the kit going to all sample sizes, they are going to be less expensive, so that's a big plus. They are going to be lighter and easier to carry. That's another big plus. We will all be able to buy those sample sizes, and we will actually be able to buy the kits. If once you get in there, you're in a while, and you would prefer to carry the little, it all comes in a fold-up pack with a handle on it. If you would prefer to carry that to your demos, you can purchase one. It'll be in the business supplies in January. January, I think.
What do you mean by sample sizes? You're going to get a tiny little coochie cream?
Like 1 ounce.
I don't think I have one here. You're going to get like a 1 ounce one, like about that big, like a mini tube. Yeah.
I'm on the cruise with me. Judy gave them to me.
Well,
yeah, we can buy 1 ounce coochies.
I've known Judy how long. You get the little one. I had to bring the big jumbo. But no wonder my luggage weighed 50 pounds. Actually, it was 79.8 pounds, but it was counting.
She paid $100 extra for
I've done that. Yeah, I'm notorious.
God damn it, Judy.
I know. So we'll have you can actually buy them too. You don't have to buy the whole kit. You could buy travel sizes or what you want.
I saw that.
But they don't count towards
that
your retail.
neither, Judy.
The downside is they don't count towards your retail sales. Business supplies, and that's true. I've been in so many businesses in the last 21 years. None of them count towards your retail sales. Retail sales is your sale of products.
Right.
So, all right, totaling up your orders at your parties. If you're using Pure Sale for your ordering, it'll total it up for you. So for anybody not using Pure Sale, let's go over it. You total all the products they're purchasing. Next, depending on what state you are, you will do this next. In New Jersey, last I checked, and it does change. I got to kind of Google it and make sure it's still correct. Last time I checked, shipping is taxable in New Jersey. I'm not sure about Pennsylvania.
It's New Jersey. Everything's taxed.
I know. No, lingerie
Your
is not.
marijuana will be
Pennsylvania,
taxed.
it is. There's no tax on lingerie. It's considered clothing.
Right.
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania, there is tax on clothing and lingerie.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, but corporate doesn't charge us tax on because we pay the tax to corporate. They pay the states individually. Back when I first started, we had to apply for a sales tax license, and we had to pay the sales tax quarterly to the state that we collected. That was maddening. I'm so glad that they started doing it. So they pay each state, and so they just charge us on our order, and then you're charging it at your party, so you're getting it back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you total all you add the $7 shipping. If you're in New Jersey, you add the shipping first. If you're in a state that doesn't charge tax on shipping, you add it last. So you're just going to take the subtotal of the which is a subtotal is a total of the products they bought. If the shipping is taxable, next you add the shipping, and then you take that total and you multiply it by your state sales tax. New Jersey, it's going to be times 0.06875. Shoot me. And if you're in Pennsylvania, it's just simply 0.06. So that's how you figure out the sales tax. When totaling up for your host, it's only the total of products sold. So if you're using a paper sheet, you're going to use those subtotals and add the subtotal of just the products when you're adding each one up when you go through them and punch it into your calculator. On Pure Sale, it'll show the host credit at the top. And when you go to click on host order, when it brings up your hostess page for her order, it'll actually have it already subtracted in the box below under discounts. So that makes it super easy. So it is not rocket science. Tips for placing your orders. Try to only order on sale days. We usually have 3 to 4 sale days a week, including a weekend sale. No. The only time there's not a whole weekend sale is when the month ends on a weekend. They almost never have a sale on the last day of the month. They'll tell us when this is the last sale of the month. They'll announce it so we know if we have to place an order to stay active or, meet our minimums for anything once you're a leader. You'll know. It'll say last sale day of the month. So to go run and place your order then if you needed to put one in. But try to order on sale days. And if you have parties scheduled closer together, try to bundle your orders to save on shipping. Put both parties in together in the same order. You only need to order what you sold, what you want to add to your stock, and what you sold to replenish your stock, what you want to add to your stock, and what you need to fill any orders. So at the beginning, you're going to need to fill the orders because you're not carrying stock. But as you build, and I'll talk about building stock in a minute, as you build, it'll just really be replenishing what you sold and ordering anything you ran out of to fill an order. Once you have stock, you can wait 2 weeks to place an order. Because, you can wait until the next party and then put them together and order. Order in 6-packs, popular products. You don't have to do that right away if you don't put the money out, but it is cheaper because you'll see you get an extra discount on a 6-pack. I think you pay for 5.5 instead of 6 retail, and then your discount of 40 or 45% is taken off. And that's a good way to save more. Not all products come in 6-packs. I have a list in like a couple of slides that show you which ones do. Our most popular products, most of them do. Check out the sales section, the sale page in the ordering section. The first one in the drop-down bar on the shopping is sale. That's, like I said, things that are on clearance. Avoid things that are not going to be in the catalog other than scents of the bath products. Coochie, Body Dew, Kiss, Skinny Dip. Those you can always move because you have them smell all the scents when they come in the ordering room. Because having them smell them all takes too much time during the party. And they don't remember by the time they get to the ordering room. So take my cue on that and do it in the ordering room. It'll save you. I used to do it the other way. Oh, my God. I was going nuts. you will thank me. All right. But check out the sale page. Don't stop. I recommend stocking up on discontinued items. Don't recommend it except for scented bath and body products. If you wanted to get some kind of inexpensive giveaway too, like that you want to have, if there's like a really good deal. Lots of times you'll see like when they clear out a men's sleeve, you can get it for like $4. When they clear out something like Whipped, you get a 6-pack. It ends up costing you like $4 and change each when they do away with the flavor. Sometimes you can get some pretty decent toys for less than $10. That used to be like $50 or $60. So, they make good hostess gifts or giveaways or a bonus gift. Like if you book a party, you can get this for free with your $500 party or whatever. So, look at those things, but you don't have to worry about them right away. You can look at all that stuff later. Let clients know you'll have their products to them in 7 to 10 days. That's generally our rule of thumb, 7 to 10 days, because it's plenty of time to order. If you order on the weekend, you should have your order by Wednesday. That's generally, I live in Woolwich and I have mine, and it ships from Cincinnati, Ohio. So I can't imagine you guys would be longer. What day did your kits come?
Yesterday.
Wednesday. They shipped on Monday or Sunday, and they actually went on the trucks Monday. So yeah, so you're like in the same delivery zone I'm in. So it's pretty quick turnaround. All right, let clients know you'll have the 7 to 10 days. If it's on back order, if you end up finding out it's something that's on back order, which I'm also going to mention in a minute, let them know it'll be late. Always stay in contact with your clients. That if you're, something didn't come in or you couldn't find something, you need to update them.
Right.
All right, we can make even more on sale days. That's why I said, try to place your orders on sale days. We have like at least 3 to 4 a week. So half the week is sale days. Plus, only this month and next month. So the last 2 months they're doing free product. If you have $1,000 in retail sales in any given month, for every $1,000 you sell, the next month you get $50 in free products of your choice. So they're doing away with it. They're supposed to have like monthly contests instead to earn free products. So in January. So we'll see what that's about in the new year. But for right now, if you did $1,000 or more this month or in December, the next month, you would get free products. You have to place the order between the 1st and the 15th of the following month. It ships for free with your next order. You just have to pay sales tax because that's law. You have to pay tax on it. And that's it.
That.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. But they're going to have, like they said, they're going to have different incentives and giveaways to earn free products. So if you're new and you like to earn the free products, you'll still be able to get them. So we shall see. All right, placing your order. You'll see up here, place a regular order. In the drop down, place free product order. If you got free product, it would be in there. And that's where you would place that between the 1st and the 15th. Place a regular order is what you do anytime. And then here I'm showing you in the circled item. See, don't accidentally order a 6-pack when you only want one. I've done that many times. Like, crap, I can't move one of these. How the hell am I going to move 6? No, but that's, just watch it, because sometimes you're in a hurry and you're tired and you put an order in and you accidentally ordered 3 6-packs instead of 3 single bottles. Yeah, I did that before. Once. And my husband's like, didn't you notice it was way more expensive? I'm like, no, I was that tired. It was that good of a party that I just didn't care. It just it looked right to me. I made a profit. It looked good to me.
Oh my God.
I was kind of like calling people, can I trade with you? I got way too much of this flavor. Yeah, so, but you see how close they are together? Just pay attention when you're asleep. Make sure, check your totals, make sure everything's kosher. All right, 6-packs. Items available in 6-packs. Gucci. Only exception of Flirt. Flirt is not in a 6-pack. I don't know about the Body Dew. I forgot to check. Body Dew, though, in general, is a 6-pack. Gucci's a 6-pack. Kiss, Skinny Dip, Skin Therapy, Basic Instinct, Bosom Body. Illusion is the...
Amp, Jim's favorite.
Oh, Amp.
Yeah, Amp. Oh, Between the Sheets. When you're looking for Between the Sheets, it's under foreplay items. Because I had trouble finding that before when they moved it to that.
Oh, that's what that is?
Aura's the massage oil. That Serenity's the massage cream. Hot Heart massagers come in 6-packs. Men's Shave, Men's Clean, Just Like Me. Simply Silk is that hybrid toy lube that feels like silicone. That comes in a 6-pack. Whipped comes in a 6-pack. Great Head and Come Clean. So those are all the items in a 6-pack. Beware of back orders. It's always a good idea if you have a party that night or have a party that weekend, just take a quick look and see what's on back order. When you click on order, the order section drop down, you can click on back orders. Here it'll show you what's on back order from corporate, and then you can click on your back orders if you have anything back ordered. Now, they will ship it with your next order. If you need it sooner, go in on a Thursday. Click on your back orders, click ship. They will ship it for free on Thursdays. So you don't have to pay. You can always pay to get it shipped faster if your client's dying for it and you're not placing an order anytime soon. But on Thursdays, you can go in and ship any of your back orders for free if it's in stock then. So you can click on your back orders to see if it's in stock yet. And if it is, you can click ship now. And on Thursday, it'll ship completely free. Other times, I think it's $6.
Just back orders though, right?
Just back orders, yes. But now you'll see Rendezvous on back order, Skinny Dip and Pink Paradise, Up All Night and Cherry Limeade, and the brand new rollerball of the Flirt is on back order.
Yeah.
Oh, I just ordered that. I don't think it. I think mine shipped.
Well, they had a problem with the manufacturer. They were supposed to get them more, and the manufacturer screwed up. So they're arguing with them right now. Manufacturer says they're going to have them here soon. They said they'll believe it when they see it. So we shall see.
You get it?
I'm hoping, because right after I announced I had it in like a couple of my groups, I was like, son of a bitch. Because I went to order it, it wasn't there. And I looked in back orders, and then I talked to Dana Barish today. And she filled me in. I'm like, son of a bitch. I said, I was so ticked. Because I said, what happened? They knew that was going to be a big seller. And she said, it's not their fault. They had tons of it coming in. And then, like, it's the manufacturer. It's the glass manufacturer that screwed up. So they're trying to work it out. All right, games at parties. Most of us like to play games with a purpose, we call it, like booking games that get you parties, but they're still fun. Sponsoring game, which gets you parties, but it still, fills them in, and most people have fun with it. I also play an icebreaker to loosen everyone up, and during the demo, I play a game to keep everyone engaged to make it fun. My icebreakers usually draw a penis on your head without looking. So you guys have all played it, but for anybody watching us on the replay that hasn't seen it played, all it is a piece of scrap paper, a pen, and I use lap boards for my parties. So
I love those.
One at the party, so you can stick it on top of your head with a blank piece of paper, and they draw a penis without looking.
Is that something we can get under marketing also, the lap boards?
No.
No.
They used to sell them in the PR Gear, which is under marketing, but I haven't seen them there in like a year. They have the black ones I have. The pink ones I got on Amazon. They were $40 for 10, but here's a cheap way to do it.
Okay.
Go to the Walmart, you go to the dollar store, you buy 3-ring binders that have pockets in the what do you call it? Flaps.
Oh yeah.
Cut out the 3 rings, and then you have 2 binders per folder. When school starts, you can get them for $1 a piece or 2 for $1. But lots of times you can find them in Walmart that cheap anyway.
Wait,
Okay.
cut the binders off. Cut the rings.
Cut the rings out of the binder.
And then you have 2 lap boards. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, so like say, I got a binder. It's not cut, but I'll show you. Like say, all right, so say this was, this is a pocket, right? And then let me see, does the back one have a pocket? Yep. So I would cut off with a X-Acto knife. I would cut, can you see in that little picture?
Yeah.
Okay, I would cut like this, just down on the seam. And then I would cut the other side and throw away the 3 rings. And then I'd have two lap boards that would look like this.
And you can just put your stuff in it. That's a good idea.
Yep, that's what
You
we
gotta
all
cut
do.
on the seam or it'll peel open.
Yep, you just cut it a little over from the seam and it won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some people actually take the decorative duct tape, because you can get it like Five and Below and sometimes even at the dollar store, and cover them with that to make them pretty and more white clean, more easy to wipe clean. So if you got a crafty kid in the house, give them an assignment.
Okay.
All right, so that's usually, I usually play at the end when they draw the penis, they take it down, they look at it. I tell them I'm going to pick a winning wiener, but I don't tell them I'm looking for the worst one. They've been to a party before, they know that, but they don't catch on immediately. All right, so then I say, what's your name? This is the worst penis I've ever seen. Here's a penis lipstick. That's why I give the penis lipstick as a prize for that. And that's under penis supplies. Here's a penis lipstick, so you never again forget what one looks like. You keep that in your purse, so you can keep it as a reference, So then everyone's more relaxed because they've laughed, kind of done something, and they're a little more not guarded anymore. They're ready to have fun. So during the demo, I play Have It, Love It, Need It. And is that the only thing? Yeah, I had that there. Okay, so during I play Have It, Love It, Need It. I get a roll of raffle tickets, and I tell them at the start of the show, again, you guys have played this, but for those watching in the replay, I tell them at the start of the show that when I show a product, if they have it and love it, shout Have It, Love It. You girls who've never been to a party, don't have our product, no worries. If you hear the description, you hear your friends shouting Have It, Love It, and you go, oh, I must need that. Say need it. You get a ticket. Everybody can earn tickets for this. At the end, I'll do a drawing for a couple little prizes. But this way, whether they've been to a party or not, they can still play. And at the end, I do a drawing for a prize or two, depending on the crowd size. Prizes can be foil packs that you put in a cute little goodie bag from the dollar store, or a little organza bag. You can break up the date night cards and put one of them in. You can break up, I think they're on back order, but the coupon book for lovers, when that comes back, that's usually under games. You can pull out a coupon for lovers and take one of them out of the book, because that's like $7 and it gives you like a thing of 10 coupons. So, I mean, there's just all different things you could put in a little goodie bag that will cost you pennies. So super, super simple, and we're women. We're excited to win anything for free. All right. So, tips for building stock. Decide when you start what percentage of your profits you will pay yourself with, and what percent you'll reinvest in building stock. For example, you don't have to use this breakdown, but this is just an example so I can show you what I mean. A lot of people use the 60-40 method. If they're depending on the money from this to pay their bills, they'll pay themselves 60% of their profits. Those are their profits. You reorder your product, and then you have your profits. 60% of your profits you pay yourself, and then 40% you reinvest into the business. And then if you don't need the 60%, you could do it 40, you can reverse it. So everybody's different. You do what you need to do. It could be 70-30, it could be 80-20, whatever you need it to be to make it work. So order the heaviest items first if you really want to save money. Heaviest items first, because they're more expensive to ship. But also keep in mind toys that you are showing, because people will wait for a cream or a coochie. They don't want to wait for their toy longer than they have to. In the beginning, if you're doing parties with people you know, they'll understand that they're there to help you out. As you start building, and once you start doing stranger parties, try to have a few toys in stock, just so you don't lose any sales for it.
Okay. Like last night, I ordered one. Like I ordered the aqua.
Yeah.
I know that was like big for you. So
It's a huge seller. Dip it in a bowl of water.
right. So that's what I figured. But I waited for that sale last night to do it so I can get the discount.
Good.
So is that the way to do things? Like, is that when you get your items like that?
Yes, I try to buy everything on discount, but I try to pull bigger orders because the shipping is so expensive if you're going to order just one product.
Oh, I ordered a lot of product last night.
Okay, then you're fine. Yeah, yeah, you're like me. When my husband talked me into this business, and I did that first party, and I decided I wanted to do it, he said, "We need to get you some stock." And I'm like, "What?" I said, "I already owe you money for the kit." Yeah. He's like, "No, you can't sell anything if you don't have it. Here, what do you need?" And I'm like,
That's how I
"You
feel.
wanted me to reinvest 100% because I wasn't in the beginning. I hadn't had anything I made real money at. We could wait a little longer for me to have, you know what I mean?" So he just wanted to build it up so that I would have those sales.
Right.
And he was right. It turned out for us to be it was the right thing for us, but you have to do what's best for you.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely. That's why I wait for sale days, and I put my orders in them.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, heaviest items that you sell all the time are going to be lube, coochie, come clean. You know, the kiss, the bubble bath. Coochie's the #1 seller, just hands down. 25 years, not going to change. But think the liquids and the hot hearts are heavy too. You never think of it until you're mailing out a 5-pack. But then add toys as you can too. Stock what you show because you sell what you show. When you want to upgrade, then you'll switch to something bigger and start slowly stocking that, and then you can start showing that. And but be sure you get your demo to where you want it to be. If you want to sell high-end toys, you need to show them. So have a plan. Have a plan to when you're going to be able to add them. I do contests. I do, free products lots of times. For my new girls, it's like a minimum of 500 sales in a month. So if you have a single party, you should be good to have an entry. And I've had lots of people win with one entry. So I do try to do new products, especially when I know we have a lot of newer consultants in the team.
Right.
So, but that's a good way for building stock. And then, don't worry about adding in lingerie. Many never add it at all. You can always take orders for lingerie from the catalog. What I suggest is to print out a size chart. You can go on the website and look up size chart, print it out, carry it in whatever your folder is that you have any papers or anything. Carry it with you. So if anybody asks about how do the sizes run, say, oh, here you go, and have them look at that. Like I started putting it in the back of the, because I have a clear slide thing where I can slide in papers on the back of my lap boards. I put them in there. I carry lingerie. I don't carry it to parties with me because it's like one extra, my helper's bitch, actually. But between the holiday season through Valentine's Day, like November through February, I sell more lingerie than any other time of the year. It can be $500 of my party.
Wow.
It can be more than that. It can be like, that could be like 500 more that they wouldn't have bought had I not had it with me. So you never know. Lingerie can be good, but it's the last thing you want to add because it's a whole nother level of have to deal with. So don't worry about adding that. Many girls that have been in a long time don't even carry it. They just take orders for it, or sometimes we'll get in a piece so people can feel it, and that's it. But yeah, free product is still available to be earned through December. Again, every 1,000 you get 50 of your choice in free products. The following month must be ordered between the 1st and the 15th. Being a helper at other consultants' parties is a good way to build stock because most pay in product, and it's a great way to have on-the-job training. Contests. Most sponsors run contests from time to time or monthly, depending on the leader. It's another way to win some free stock. So there's plenty of ways to build stock. Ways to get your name out there. First of all, tell all your friends and family about your new business. Have a referral reward or a referral program. Tell all your friends. Let all your friends know if they refer someone who books a party or joins your team, they'll get a reward from you. Early on, keep it cheap and simple, like $25. If they have a party, you give it to them at the party or after the party's held. You could make it more if they join the team. That's totally up to you. They'll just be happy to help you if they're your friend or relative, and then you can give them something better when you're big and rocking your business and making 6 figures. But also, tell your clients, I pay for referrals. You get somebody to do a party and I'll give you $20 at their party or after their party's held, because any party's worth a free coochie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So hit up happy hours and ladies' night. Keep a basic instinct on you and have your business cards and a booking offer ready. Strike up a conversation with a group of women that look fun. Tell them to try this basic instinct, see if they can get some free drinks. I can see Dawn and Joelle doing this for sure. Give them your card and let them know they get a free shopping spree for hosting with you. So, that's really, I have lots of girls that book parties that way. If you're forward enough, man, go do it. Because seriously, it's like where they're out having fun with the girlfriends, ladies' night or something. That's the best place to get them. And if they're with their friends, they can ask them, will you come to a party if I have it? And they'll book it right on the spot. That's what's good. Look for women's networking groups in your area that doesn't already have a PR person in it. If you're in my neighborhood, check with me first. I'm a member of a few. Don't want you to waste your money. Down by you girls, you'll be fine. Many hold luncheons, happy hours to introduce yourself, hand out your cards, and tell people about your business. So it's a great way to network, meet more people. Joelle, would also be good for, you as a real estate agent. You may already do that. And same thing for you, Dawn, as a hairdresser.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I drag her along. I network all over the place.
Yeah, I do too. And I do it for my charity event as well. So this time of year, I start mixing both of them. Donate to local causes. You can do a small bath and body or pampering basket, things like Hot Heart and Aura or Skinny Dip and Coochie, and include a $25 gift certificate. I'll tell you, 90% of them don't come back. They win it and you never hear from them. But, I always put on them, get double if they book a party by this date. I'll offer them double if they actually hold the party within like within a month or two after the event's held. Always put an expiration date on the whole thing too. Don't let it go forever, because they'll call you up in 3 years and you'll be like, what the hell? Who are you? And don't forget business cards. I know I do this at mine. If somebody donates something, I say, do you have some business cards? I'm happy to put it out with the donated item. So everybody that's there could take one of their business cards if they were interested in contacting them if they don't win the prize. So it's a good way to free advertise, or inexpensive. And this is a tax deduction for you. So I'm looking to have somebody come talk about doing taxes and what's right off, what's, legit and everything in January for our team meeting. So I will get a date and soon. All right, look for vendor events in your area that take consultants, not crafters only. You'll find many this time of year that are inexpensive. I'm talking like $20-30. You're also, bridal expos are usually more money. You'll want to chip in with someone to do them and split up any bookings that you get. The bigger ones, you may want more than 2 of you, because there's big ones in Philly that are like 5 girls do, and it's still not enough because they're insane. They are very expensive. Start with some of the local smaller ones to get your feet wet. There's lots on vendor events. Look up vendor in Diamond Divas group or the Destination Success group on Facebook. You'll see pictures of how to set up a table, all kinds of tips on doing them. So that's another way to get your name out that's relatively inexpensive, especially around the holidays. They do this in the spring. They do it. Wine festivals sell vendor tables lots of times. They're worth it. I do well at them. Business supplies. Under the business supplies, like I said, this is where you're going to find, your catalogs, your order forms, all that kind of stuff. Chargers for the cordless rechargeable items. If you need a replacement charger, you'll find them in here. Or like your customer calls you, needs a replaceable, needs a replacement. Let them know that you can order them one. This is where the invitations are, like all your business supplies. These are all tax deductible, but not retail, so they don't count towards your sales. So here's some tips on business supplies. Don't go overboard. You get a lot with your kit. You get foil pack samples. You get a pack of catalogs. You get recruit and hostess brochures and printed full-size order forms. They all come in your starter kit. You will need bags.
Awesome.
As they are not, for some reason, included in your damn kit.
They're not that expensive, so.
Huh?
I didn't think they were that expensive. I don't know why they don't include
No,
them.
they're not at all. Start with the large size because you'll actually use them more because not all items fit in the small one.
I think I ordered 2 of the small because I thought the large, I thought that was the size that you were using.
No, I use small as like this.
Oh.
With a coochie in it and maybe like a kiss.
Oh,
But the large is the bigger one that I use, yeah.
I ordered the large.
And we have stuff that doesn't fit in a large. You get the door swing, that's not fitting in a large. All right, so you do need bags. So on your first order, whenever you order, you need bags. Our bags are black, so their privacy is protected. They can't see through when they're leaving the party. Business supplies, again, do not count towards your retail sales. Always make sure you have enough catalogs and postcards for invitations for parties you book. So always check them. Whenever you're putting an order in, it's a good idea to double check that you have enough catalogs and postcards. And again, you can find replacement chargers for the toys there. You'll see 1 ounce coochie and 1 ounce men's shave and district on there as well. Penis lipsticks are there individually and in 10, 12 packs. Stay away from grab bags. You're better off most of the time looking in the sales
I didn't order
section.
one.
Huh?
I didn't order it because I was like, I don't know what's in it.
Yeah, because they don't count towards your retail. You're better off ordering something on clearance because at least it counts to your retail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
you're not getting that to count towards your minimums and towards any rewards or contest entries, etc. So Dana always says, don't be bothered with grab bags. But every once in a while, you'll see Dana freaking posting, I got a grab bag. Look what the hell are you doing? So, but she's pretty good about telling people stay away from grab bags, especially when you're new. You know what I mean? You don't need them. Lots of times they have crap in them. Sometimes they have good stuff, but 75% not so much. Starting in January, they'll have the starter kits that are all travel size. We'll be able to purchase these travel size products and even a kit, and all will be in the business supplies section, so it won't count towards our retail to purchase these things, though. All right, stay a student and get to trainings. Attend local and corporate trainings whenever you can. The bus tour comes here every year in January. They have the next one coming up in January to Philly, sometimes Cherry Hill, but they come to the Philly Cherry Hill location area. And they come in September, October. I think, oh, and they also come in June. So they come like lots. I think they come 3 times a year to this area. We're one of the more populous areas when they bought slumber parties. That's why they bought us, because they didn't really have many pure romance girls in this area. But the whole Philly metropolitan area and South Jersey and all, yeah, that was all slumber girls. So there's a lot of us. They always come up here. We're lucky to be one of the cities they visit every time. So attend them whenever you can. They're $5 if you register early, $10 if not. It's like an all-day training. They give you, I believe they still give you a $5 coupon to use on like PR stuff that they have for sale there. They got everything from, God, I must have something laying around here. Christ, somebody, my daughter organized it.
Behind you.
No, I'm looking for oh crap, I can't find it. Like they have stuff for sale, like oh, here we go. Things like this. Like a notebook, you know, like say like a little notebook says I'm the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of stuff. They have like pens and buttons and like stickers, like the stickers I put on my packages that I mail. They have like all kinds of like everything for like $5. You can buy things for $5 with the coupon, up to like t-shirts. So, you know, like they have like a table with all that on there when you go to a training. So it's pretty cool because some stuff is never available on PRG. You can only buy it at an event. So we have a monthly team meeting here at my home. This Sunday is the next one. So make sure if you're not one of mine, I'm not your sponsor, which the 3 of you are, but anybody listening to this on the recording, make sure your sponsor adds you to the event. If I'm not local to you, let your sponsor know, and we'll see if she and I will see if you can find you one closer. Local to us is within an hour and a half to 2 hour drive. So, like I said, I used to drive to Maryland over 2 hours each way to get trained. Now, you know, I train a lot of people, so that's good. But sometimes there are other area meetings, like in Philly. There are some in like oh geez, up in the Lehigh Valley. We have part of our team is up in the Lehigh Valley. We have girls down there in Maryland. So there's all different places, but in South Jersey, they're all up this way. They're north of me. So I don't know of anybody right now doing meetings south of me, which is south and east, which is where you guys are. If I find someone, I will let you know. But honestly, when there's no traffic, it's like an hour from your house.
And what time on Sunday?
I know on Sunday you said you couldn't make it. Joelle said she couldn't make it.
Yeah, I did.
From 11:30 to 1:30.
Yeah,
I got mimosas, bagels, and like munchkins and stuff.
Oh,
that is awesome. I will not be there either. It's my daughter. There's the hockey all-star game and her hockey banquet.
Well, good luck to her. I either do meetings on Sunday mornings, just because then you have the whole day with your family. Do you know what I mean? Or you can still do a party. A lot of people do a 2 p.m. party or 3 p.m. party. You can still do a party that day, so you haven't had the whole day. We used to do it like noon to 2:30. Then it's kind of like, you know, or 1 o'clock to 3:30. It's like your whole day shot. So we started doing 11:30. I thought, oh, they like alcohol, mimosas. Mimosas will get them here, and it pretty much works. So we either do Sunday mornings or Monday night. So that's generally the way our meetings have been for years. When we have a special guest, which I do every so often, we kind of are flexible for them because it's hard to get. These are some of the top people in the company that I have to the meetings as our guest speaker to share with us and teach us stuff. So lots of times I have to be flexible for them, you know, because they're traveling to get here most of the time. So, but other than that, it's usually Sunday night or that. We do have our team holiday party coming up, which is, did it not change? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So we have our team holiday party coming up. It's at Maggiano's in Cherry Hill on December 10th. You can bring your significant other. I am paying over $10 a person towards it for the team. Last year, the team paid more. They're actually, everybody that's going is actually paying less than this year than they did last year. So I'm covering a little bit more of it. It's $47 a person, and I do the payment through PayPal because I've already given them the $500 deposit like a month and a half ago.
How do we get the money to you for that?
I do PayPal.
Okay.
Invoice.
I just do PayPal. No, you just actually go PayPal and send friends and family money. Because then I don't get charged a fee because this is covering your cost at the ticket, so I don't want to get charged any fees. I'm not selling you something. I'm collecting the money so I can pay it to Maggiano's, and I'll pay the $10 and change extra for you and your guest.
Do you use, I saw, I was reading last night, Venmo. Do you use Venmo?
No, my daughter and my husband do. I don't.
I love Venmo.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't yet. I haven't used them for anything. I don't know what, only my daughter and my husband are the only ones I know that use it so far.
Yeah, no, I love it. I use it for
Do
everything.
you use PayPal?
I do PayPal with, ordering from companies and stuff like that. I've never.
Yeah. Okay. Cause but yeah, you just go on, you say send money and put send as friends and family. That way we don't have to pay fees for it.
Okay.
And then, like I said, I'm paying 57 something, and I'm charging 47. So last year we have working. Now I know we have a couple girls that can't make it. One has actually won the trip to Punta Cana,
Oh wow.
and that's the same weekend. And she voted for it to be this weekend. I'm like, crap. So we have a couple of conflicts with dates with some people. So I know we don't have as many coming as we normally do, but it'll still be fun, and we get our own private room and everything.
No.
So, all right. So it's not too, what I'm saying, everybody that's new, it's not too late to sign up for this, regardless of what any deadlines say. Just let me know. I'll have to give them a head count probably the week before. So, resources, COO, the Consultant Online Office is what that stands for. You'll hear some people call it the COO. That makes me nuts. It's the COO. G is the Incentive Requirements Guide that you download from the COO. It's under the training section. I think it's like on one of the first pages down in the links at the bottom. Our private Facebook groups, the Jackpot Jaguars, the Diamond Divas is my upline. That's Dana Barish. It's one of the largest companies, teams in the company we are part of. Dana's goal by the end of this year is to have a $100,000 override check. Do you know how much her checks are now? They're damn close. So she will hit that. That's how much she gets a month for her team.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
so it is possible.
I want to be Dana.
Yeah, I know. I said I'm talking to her this afternoon. So
I would
she was
retire.
on her way to a party. She called me and she was on her way to her party tonight. Destination Success is a group that Dana set up that is not just her team, but the only people that can post in it, you can comment on it, but the only people that can create posts in it are all people on the board of directors. So these are the top 1% in the company. So they're doing videos. That is an overwhelming Facebook group to go into, but it is a great group to go into if you really want to learn about something. Here's my instructions for using Destination Success and not having the whole day go by. Do you know what I mean? You can lose yourself in there and be like, wow. And before you know it, it was noon and now it's 8 p.m. So this is what I tell everybody. Go in with a purpose. Okay, this is what I want to learn about. Search in the search box, hostess coaching, upselling, increasing sales, recruiting, anything you can think of that you want to learn about, booking parties, booking games. Just type it in that section and then set a timer for how much time you want to spend in there watching videos or reading stuff about it. Because once you search that, you will come up with a whole bunch of choices. So I honestly say set a timer because you can lose yourself in there. I do it. I've been in 11 years and I still go in there and learn stuff, and I just like, wow. Oh my God, look at the time. It's like, I can't believe so much went by. So just a tip for using Destination Success where it doesn't make you insane. And then if I'm not your sponsor may have a team group. Now, if your sponsor's newer, like if you guys sign somebody, you're not expected to have a team group right away. You don't need a team group until you get bigger. So you can always be in our team group and your upline's team group. My team group is for my first 4 downlines. So then we have the Diamond Divas. Dana has a Diamond Divas webpage for us. It is pure DDD for Dana's Diamond Divas.com. And the password, if anything asks you for a password, it's Success 2002. And in there, you will find, there's the homepage, training tools, new consultant corner, all about the team, a blog, business resources, all kinds of, it's really well put together. And when you go under training tools and go under training calls, you go in here, there's a training call on everything. There's even one from yours truly. There's one I did last year on goal setting, which will be the topic of our meeting on Sunday. I'll try to record it so I can put it up for a replay. But there's all sorts of like topics. So that's another place. It's just another resource you have to go to. She has live party and live demos. So that's a good place to look for that as well. She has ideas for how to book a party outside of a party. So, I mean, it's just lots of stuff. When you have time, you know, do what you're doing now. But when you want to go look at something different, when you feel like you've exhausted that or you can't find what you're looking for, then maybe check here. It's just one more place to go. And Dana has a lot of calls in there that she's done too. All right. So final tips for tonight. You saying, oh, thank God. This is, I have 51 slides in this thing. And then I'm going to sleep last night going, oh my God, I forgot to put in this one. Seriously, like it was just, oh man. I just didn't want to forget anything. I didn't want to overwhelm you. This isn't even everything I could tell you. I just wanted to give you what I feel like you need in the beginning. Do you know what I mean? I want to try to give you a complete picture. This is where you look for this. This is where you look for this. Do you know, this is what you should do. This plus this equals have a successful party. Do you know what I mean? Like booking and getting started and all. I hope I did that. The final tips for tonight are treat this like a business and it will pay you like a business. Be patient. No one builds a business overnight. This takes time. Some people see success in 6 months and some people it takes a year or two. Most people it doesn't happen in 3 months. So it's something you build on, as in any business. Always have a why. The reason you wanted to do this is your why. Think about what you want out of this and how this can improve your life. You can take more vacations, you can relax better, you can pay your bills, you can pay your kids' college, whatever that may be. Just remind yourself of that, and that's what will keep you motivated. Share the opportunity with every woman. Don't prejudge. Every woman you meet should know what you do, and let them know about what a great opportunity it is. Have a 30-second commercial. If someone asks you what you do, like asks you about this, have an idea of what you're going to say. Instead of asking, would you like to book a party, you can ask, what are we having your fun ladies night? When am I hooking you up with the free shopping spree? Let's set your date. It's just a little less bland, and people actually receive it in a different way. It's more successful than saying, would you like to book a party? Just sound fun, be fun, and they're more likely to do it. Learn the products. This will help you upsell and recommend items to your clients in the ordering room that they'll appreciate. Like, oh, you're getting the hot heart in this. Maybe you want to get, a massage oil or a massage cream to go with that. Maybe you want to get the Burning Desire candle. It's a massage oil when it melts down, those kinds of things. Toy, lube, cleaner. We call it TLC. If they have a toy, they need a lube, they need a cleaner. Period. There's no arguing on that. So if they don't have a lube and cleaner at home, then you should, try to get them to buy the lube and the cleaner for their own protection. These are the must-haves if they have a toy. Add on a toy tote too to protect their investment, especially if they buy a higher-end toy, although Euphoria includes them. You sell what you show. Make a goal to build a demo. Not today, but make it your goal that has no toys under $59. You are there to show them the best. The catalog has the rest. That should be your goal. Be consistent. Plan to spend a certain amount of time each week on your business. If you can touch your business at least 10 to 15 minutes a day and work a little longer, 1 to 2 days a week, you'll build a great business and you'll get there faster than somebody who's not doing that. Use the resources, read the IRG, and check out the new changes that are coming in 2018. Some are really exciting. Actually, when you go on the homepage, you scroll down and it says changes are coming or something like that. Click on that, and you can scroll down, see what the payouts are going to be, see what you have to do. They'll actually have, if you sell $5,000 in a month or more, you can get a cash bonus sent to you next month, no matter what level you're at. Everybody gets that. 2.5%. Before I got sick, the last time, my average month with 4 to 6 parties was like $7,000 to $8,000.
Wow.
So trust me, you don't have to do this full time for that to be doable. Now, if you have more than 5,000, you get a 2.5% bonus the next month back. If you have 7,500 or better, you get a 5% bonus back.
Wow.
If you have a $10,000 month or more, I think you get a 10% bonus back. It goes up. There's a whole chart. Read it, because some of those bonuses get damn big. And I have girls on my team that have done $20,000 months.
Wow.
So I have girls that do 10 grand every month. So it's doable. And some of them work full-time jobs too. So, don't never underestimate what you can accomplish. That's all I'm saying. All right. So, reach out to your sponsor. For you three, that's me. But anybody else listen to the recording, reach out to your sponsor when you need help. We're not mind readers. Unless you ask us, we don't know if you need help. Most important, enjoy this and have fun with it. Don't ever forget that. And remember, when you're doing those early on demos, if you make a mistake, nobody's going to know unless you tell them you screwed up. Nobody will know. And whether you think you can or you can't, either way, you were right. So believe in yourself. You can do it. That's one of my favorite quotes. That's why I put that at the end. And I figured it was fitting. So, questions?
I have one question.
Yes.
Where do you get the little labels on all your products that you put?
I will actually, I'm going to start that new consultant group. I'm going to put a link up.
Okay. All right.
It's Rotek, ROTEK.com. But I actually have a link, and you can set up your own link to refer anybody that you sign up that goes there to order.
Okay.
What I like about them is they're reasonably priced. You get a lot on a sheet, and they're waterproof.
Right. That's what I like, the waterproof.
Yeah, they don't wash off in the shower, because I used to get them from like Vistaprint, and that didn't do it.
So it's ROTK?
I think it's ROTEK. Like I said, I'll send you the link, because I get like a few pennies if you order from my link.
Yeah.
Like $1 if they place an order towards your order or something like that. It's not a big referral, but it adds up.
So it adds up. Sure.
But yeah, I like them best. I've been using them for probably about 5-6 years at least, if not longer.
And how about the koozies?
The koozies I did through, I think it was discountmug.com. I mean, I just Googled to see what the cheapest ones. It's just any one of them. There's a lot of them online. Okay. I did find they were cheaper than getting them from even people I knew through networking groups. Sadly, they couldn't match the prices.
Okay.
Because that's where I got pens. I got my pens from there too. I stay away from National Pen personally. They have like billed me and not taking discounts off they were supposed to take off and credits and shit. Oh man, they make me nuts. Yeah. They've done that on 3 different orders. I said, that's it, I'm done with you.
And then how about your boxes supplies? Because you would have to send out like when you have to send out. Well, I know you have stock, so everybody pretty much goes home with everything.
Right, but I've run out of things too, so it does happen.
So for me, for just starting out, the product's going to come to my house, and then I have to separate it and ship it out.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. So where would you get the most economical shipping boxes or whatever?
Well, first, when orders come in from Pure Romance, I save the bubble wrap.
Okay.
And the air pockets, and I reuse them when I ship orders.
Okay.
Tissue paper I got from, I got to go back and look. Who did I get it from last time?
Well, I know I have a company that I use that I got tissue paper from.
Would it be sufficient to get the boxes from like the post office? That's
yes. That's what I did for a very long time. I just send everything prior.
You can order them online, and they'll deliver them to your house.
Yes, I've done that.
50 of them at a time or more.
Yeah, that's how I used to send my host packets in the envelopes, and then I used to have the boxes. Right now, I got the other boxes because when I do my flash sales and when I have back orders, I don't need this big giant box, and they don't have one in just that size. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So I actually ordered them from a company called Uline.
Uline.
I have that.
The letter U-L-I-N.
I have that catalog.
I get like tons of stuff. Yeah, they send a huge freaking catalog. I get tons of stuff from them for the dinner
so much in there.
stuff. I order all kinds of stuff because I get tissue paper and we do baskets every year. I get basket filler. I get like all that stuff. Some of it I believe I've gotten from them. I did like one year it wasn't last Christmas because I was sick last Christmas. The Christmas before I made 77 comfort care boxes for the teen girls that were battling cancer for Christmas.
Wow.
So I ordered all the boxes and I did red and purple boxes, like red boxes and purple boxes. And I bought all the filling and everything. I think I got most of it from Uline. The rest of whatever Uline didn't have, I got a Paper Mart.
I was going to
No, I
say,
don't like-
that's where I get my tissue paper, Paper Mart.
I think I got my tissue paper there.
Yeah.
I don't like their boxes as much as I like Ulines. They're not as sturdy.
Okay.
But I think but they're not really cheaper. I thought they were cheaper. I think the shipping cost me more on Paper Mart for boxes than it did than like the overall price with Uline shipping, and even though the boxes were a little bit more. It wasn't that much more, and I felt like on the boxes the quality was better.
Got it.
That was just my opinion, but
Right.
they're both good companies. I get tissue paper. I've gotten other things from Paper Mart too. I think I got basket filler from them as well.
Yeah.
So, because I do that for the dinner dance, I make up whatever people donate. We end up making all the baskets. It's like 60 baskets.
Right.
So that we put together the Sunday before the dinner dance. So,
Yeah.
so I know where to buy those kinds of supplies because I've been buying them for years. But yeah, those are two good sources for boxes, tissue paper, that in bulk.
Right.
So, any other questions?
I'm sure.
Can we have your checklist that you have for the party?
Oh yeah, the checklist.
Oh, you mean like the menu
That you put in
use?
your lapboard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The love it one, the one that you want, the products that you want, that little check thing.
Yeah, the menu, my party menu.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. Yeah, not everybody does that. I like it because you know what? People
Loved it.
go along and they check off what they're interested in or circle it. So when they come in the ordering room, they go, if you didn't, before I did that, this is how people came into the ordering room. Oh, I don't know what I want.
Uh-huh.
I got 15 people after you. You better figure it out is what I'm thinking in my head, but I can't say it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it became, I better come up with something. And I heard of people using party menus, and some people were all elaborate with like these on card stock that fold in threes. I'm like, I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
So I just thought, let me make a party menu with checklists. And I saw one person doing that, and I grabbed her template and just changed everything to what I show.
Right.
And then you also put things you don't show at every party, but if you have the same group of people and you want to swap something out, you can.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then also you're telling them about it. They go, oh, what's that? Oh, I'll tell you about that, but I wasn't going to show that tonight.
Right.
Somebody here books a party, I'll show it at the next party. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so we can change it up a little bit. Because like I'll change up the toys like that from now and then, now and then, and I'll do, all those different things. Certain things you show at every party. Coochie, body, you know what I mean? And then when you get to like the toys, you can swap them out.
Stop it.
So, but I'll share that. Look, give me till tomorrow. I'll set up a group for just the new girls, and I will I'll go back through this and put all the things I said I would upload in there. So that way we don't overwhelm the girls who don't need all that stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
In the team group, because they'll start getting pissed, and that way we won't overwhelm them. And then, we'll have everything over in our own little group for everybody that's new. All right, so I'll set that up tomorrow. It's supposed to rain, so I expect to have a migraine. I should be home all day.
Oh, that's not nice.
Great.
I know I'll be home and I get stuff done. I can at least crawl to my desk, right? So,
Oh,
More rain.
okay. All right, so let me see. I can stop the share and then where's the stop the recording? Stop recording. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for joining us. There we go.